almost no value outside of finding the plant. But everybody from EG set up to retake very quickly and not giving, but we were talking about in map 1, not giving PaperRex the time and space to get aggressive. Once PaperRex see a little bit of space to play into, if they've got 2 or 3 bodies, they're going to do it.
I wonder if the adjustment, if there is even an adjustment from PaperRex yet. I don't think they have to. It's 1 round. They've still got Device ult now to bring into this one. 5 towards A, and actually EG have 4 players here. Now sitting a little bit deeper, maybe cognizant of Device ult, but Com clearing towards middle, noting nothing towards tiles. As we can see, the PaperRex, all 5 players here. Can they deal with the flood that's going to be coming their way? Knife goes in, clears out towards Dice. You can see the Cove going up, the Lear going to come out. A little offset on the timing, but it's fine. No one's there to challenge this. They're respecting it. Bakor on the cross, a lot of chip damage being done here. Com laying down the covering fire, takes out Forsaken, and the lockdown is in effect.
They have to retreat here.
And this is a good read from Com.
Mindfreak can't really push much deeper than this, but can swing onto it now. Com posted up with the Odin. He's found him, removed the lurk, removed any sort of safety net from PaperRex here. 20 HP, something, spike in hand, but he's solo on Catwalk.
This scares the life out of me. Device falling away. Jing trying to get played in maybe if someone tries to re-clear towards A main. Oh, this is so dangerous! Put his life on the line, try and set something in motion, but they stack up onto a shot. What a shot! Something removes Com and opens up a chance, an avenue forward, and Demon One might shut it down!
Two knives to the head will find EG their second. And straight away in response, see the timeout come through from PaperRex. So feeling as if EG are actually here, the comparison to split. It was fast, it was pacey. I don't know if the timeout actually was something that Potter's kind of related to the guys. Slow things down a little, let them play into you. Because again, we're seeing a lot of reactive utility as opposed to start of this. It's, you know, taking space in mid and trying to address the back line. I'm curious now of what PaperRex's adjustment will be. We definitely haven't seen the same sort of approach in terms of the Reyna just yet. We have seen PaperRex leaning towards death falling. Shocker.
Who'd have thought it? I mean, it got them 4, but it does feel like a bit of a battle of the minds here. You got Potter on one side, obviously, who has a ridiculous conversion rate when you look at timeouts and next round success, incredibly high. Now, I asked the same thing of Alex here. Does PaperRex have that ability now to shift gear? That EG have found that step, right, as you were alluding to. I don't know what the adjustment will be for PaperRex going into it. Do they start toying with expectations? They have been deathballing. Do they start trying to punish rotations, catch one of these players off guard? They're going to need something. There's already the money starting to get worked down at here. They still have the ult from Devi. I think, what, 2 away from the Viper's Pit as well, but the others pretty far off.
The concern being EG are in a position to almost get an operator in hand for the next round. Behind a purchase also. Hunter's Fury, we know Com's always good for one with the ultimate.
And it looks like a similar look, right? They're trying to sell the same sort of picture, but the pace change is on short, and it's Jing to open up the account and pretty much take the entirety of the site. No one is on A. They've got complete free reign here to get that plant down and get the site on their side.
I don't know if you've heard it, yeah. But whether or not Com got caught by the no command here, because he was backing up towards Fountain to try and use the Hunter's Fury. Jing, 45 HP. Demon 1. Trying to sniff him out here on short.
He's down a little lower. Jing, 45. Not enough for the first time. Oh dear, Com from across the map. Takes out Jing and unlocks the next.
He gets 2!
Good for 1, good for 2. Forsaken stops the rot. Denies Demon 1. Nice follow-up from Mindfreak. Better from Forsaken. And it's all on Com in a 1v3. Not going to be happening. PaperRex holding on to the A site.
The reactionary Hunter's Fury here from Com. Just ridiculous how good he is on the Sova. As soon as Demon 1 gets contact here, there's even a flash coming through. I didn't even note the flash from Ethan. And that's the thing, you have to watch 3 or 4 different camera angles to really appreciate the little things that evil geniuses do. Regardless, PaperRex around on the board, beautiful cleanup from them.
I want to see these guys fully activated now. PaperRex looking a little pissed off after map 1, coming back in, fully ready to go. And feeling very little intention behind that early utility. EG might adjust off the back of this. 2 players trying to hold go. Oh my god, the grand reveal! Mind Freak has been removed, and this has stalled out PaperRex.
I mean, there's 5 people in B main here, and nobody's actually holding for a dart. Com rewarded with a freebie. Boostio played in here with the judge as well, up close and personal.
Be careful. Trying to play the line here. There is no back line to this. There's no exit plan. There's no great escape for PaperRex. They have no other position to look at the map. It's closing in. The net is closing in. There's no way forward. It's a blender at the hands of Boostio as Divine. Oh, blinded flash, dead. EG starting to figure out that PaperRex pace.
Beautifully done. Com just understands the timing so well on the Sova. The back of the turret, taking contact, being dealt with. He waits a second or 2. Like I said, nobody able to react quick enough to the dart. And this is the thing, versus EG, you have to expect Com to be in that position.
Yeah.
Time and time again.
Wait, Ethan, has he been seen? Getting nervous here. I think PaperRex felt something.
They heard me, because now Forsaken's trying to find Com. They have switched up though.
Enemy.
It's on Boostio now, Odin and Judge. The dynamic duo elsewhere on the map. PaperRex looking to maybe set up towards a B split here though.
I like that. Again, we knew that Death Ball would eventually hit a point it can't carry on at, but Ethan is still ahead of this. Demon 1 taking all the attention, almost enamoring PaperRex to focus towards him, but it plays in Ethan. Do they still stay diligent? Do they still check as well? First fight, it's his. Boostio succeeds. Ethan on the double down. Takes away Divine Jing, leaving something in Forsaken with a little bit of space and not a lot to do with it. And already feels red. Look at the attention towards CT. The crossfire perfectly held. They're going to need a lot to break back in here, Mike.
Something. It's paranoid, spinning back and forth, and Jorgamo will find the headshot, just leaving Forsaken. There's a headshot from Demon 1 to find the Prime Gaming flawless. And it's so well thought out. You never expect anyone to be ahead of Demon 1.
Yeah.
When he's playing like this, when he's hyper-aggressive, and Ethan, the one to tuck in close here.
Got a little nervous on the first couple of shots.
Yeah, a little bit.
But this has broken the bar of PaperRex. And that was the first time I think we started to see them kind of explore that slightly less single-minded approach. And it's not a bad approach when it is PaperRex. I can't even doubt it that much, but look at the string of rounds now. Nearly 5 in a row here. After that timeout from Potter, whatever it was the cure. It's completely changed the mentality and the read into this game, and it puts the pressure back on PaperRex. 5 is respectable. But you want to be seeing a little bit more out of them here. See if they can post up a couple more rounds, give them some safety on that side switch.
See what they're trying to set up towards here. PaperRex 4 towards short though. Be a ton of damage. They're walking into Boostio sets up here.
How is Jing alive? How's he still standing? He's still fighting! Jing! I can't believe it! Walks across the map, somehow breathing. Jorgamo dives in head first. And Demon 1 in a similar spot. This time he's going to be handled by Divide's utility. And this is that bloodied battle we were waiting on. The explosive pressure that PaperRex needed has finally landed true. Com now in a 1v3. Jesus, that's too close.
I mean, Divide tagged up down to 48. Going to get an opportunity here to play a rifle out. The safety net here for A site.
He's still got his dart.
Just tough though, down to 70 HP. Eyes trained on heaven.
He shouldn't have play into this. I think he knows he's really running low on chances here.
Just wait for an exit maybe.
Yeah. Hello and goodbye. Gonna take away Mind Freak. Swaps out one on the site, but again, time. Oh, Device having none of it. None of that here today. And Mike, the absolute wherewithal of this team. PaperRex just flew through that site.
I mean, Boostio, it takes him a couple of seconds to actually pop the second Nano Swarm in tree here. I think that's the issue. Jing has a little bit of room to work with, and he's able to get, I mean, that is just
Beautiful. Filthy.
yeah. I was going to say a disgusting spray with the Stinger, but it gets the job done. In one of the most PaperRex rounds I think we've seen so far today.
They could have done with one. It was starting to get a little nervy, right, when you looked at the run-arounds coming in, but back in we go. Even one played in a little off the spam of comp. And wait, Jorgamo just got the first? Ooh. Taking away Jing almost instantaneously is a problem. Clean from Demon 1, and no opportunity for a trade.
Of course,
something denied.
Well, thought about it. Something given a second shot here. Some time and space in middle. Spike not committed just yet.
Something's been noted as well.
Yeah, he has. Now PaperRex looking to regroup. Well, something actually started. Still curious towards Team 8.
You just keep in mind how deep EG is sitting on all of this map as well. They're entertaining no early frags here. No one's playing up by tree. No one's playing close towards the B side. No one's even on the A side. They're sitting CT. They're sitting super deep here. Going to make PaperRex work for their dinner. Oh. They've got plenty of ults, so.
Ethan spotted.
Closing in a little. They're looking for chances here, PaperRex, and there's just being nothing offered.
30 seconds left.
Devi at the jump-off point now. Utility still there. That's not ideal. Actually, a bit of an issue. Neron catching up to him, but towards the site we go. Again, EG not taking the bait, showing discipline. Well, until then, the flash almost perfect. Devi could have been in danger. 13 seconds now. They're in trouble. Spike's left loose, and EG play a patient round.
And the protocol list is so robust from EG. Constantly Ethan jump spotting here. The alarm bot takes contact. They set up for this flash over from spawn to put Boostio in a position to punish Jorgamo. Beautiful opener.
My ultimate.
One enemy
Fantastic stuff. Unfortunately, mid-round not really suiting PaperRex there, conceding 2 kills, don't really get an opportunity to pin down any sort of engagement across the map. EG mitigating risk really effectively there.
And look at the pressure. Knife catching Boostio, going to make this very difficult to hold. They have to respect what's coming their way. And Jing disrespecting all the utility, all the presence. Something on the follow-up and the site may be theirs. One stands in their way. Oh my God! Inhuman reaction from something. And this guy is fired up. Back up to 4. PaperRex hold the numbers. Com hot on their heels though. He ain't a million miles away from this. This becomes difficult now. Jorgamo and Com facing down Neron and Army. Trying to toy with them, see if they can spot them.
He got tagged.
He's been forced away. Jorgamo dives in. Oh my God, the trade. Look at the HP. Mind Freak is on 29. This is scary. But Com is not being given many more chances. He's got the slip. And no shot.
He's got the swap out.
The pin's gonna drop. Oh, Devi! Gorgeous timing from him. That got down to the wire.
What a ridiculous exchange. 7-5 on the half though, Lauren.
This is a great game we're seeing here. PaperRex doing everything they need, just about securing the last couple of rounds, digging so deep.
Disgusting from something.
Filthy work from him, and it's what you want to be seeing. And this is such pressure stage now for both sides. PaperRex in recovery after they struggled. That timeout that came for Potter and EG worked so well. But to hear from someone who knows what it's like on a major stage, let's hand it down to Tarek and Doug.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're hanging out in the co-streamer area right now, and of course, we've got a fan favorite in Tarek. Tarek, talk to me about the vibes in the arena right now. This place is packed.
Yeah, oh man, it is electric in here. Can I hear you guys one time? Just make some noise.
Mission accomplished. Yeah, I think they got it. Let's talk about the series a little bit. EG, PaperRex, who you got?
You know, it's a tricky question. I think there's really no right answer here. I'm happy for either team that wins, but
Bro.
Go EG. Fuck it, go EG.
We can edit that out, right? We can get that in post-prod. Do you have any predictions on how far the series is going to go? Is it going the distance or what?
Oh, we want map 5. We pray for map 5, definitely.
All right, last couple of thoughts I'd love to get from you. Talk to me about the new map, in particular, Sunset. What do you think?
I'm excited. When do I get to play?
Right after this, actually. I got you.
Let's get it.
And then the cinematic. I know there were people who had really strong feelings. What was happening to Lil Bro? What was happening to Wingman? Was he going to make it on the other side? Tell me, you cried. You cried. I know you cried. You can admit it.
Boaster cried for me, so shout out Boaster. That's my GOAT.
All right, any final things you want to say to the crowd, to the venue before I let you go?
Go Valorant.
He nailed it. Go Valorant. Thank you so much. Eric, back to you guys.
Wow, they are some hard-hitting words there from
Go
Tarek.
Valorant.
Go
Honestly.
Valorant. Yeah, absolutely right. But 5-7. Yeah. This is an incredibly close game. Now, I feel like the bulk of rounds in this for PaperRex happened at the start, right? Gave themselves a nice buffer. There was that turn. There was that timeout that gave EG the springboard back to a competitive half. But PaperRex still hold the lead here.
They do. Things still looking very scrappy. EG showing that they're happy to go toe-to-toe once again. Continuing that trend. Very early exploration here. Really caught on the counter swing here from Tile.
That'd be nice.
That's his main shot.
That'd be very nice.
Decent damage. Com and boost you down to 45.
Jing will be happy with that, but I mean, damage back on the other side too. Almost walking away in very similar spots, but a totally different change of pace here for EG. Much slower, a little bit more meticulous, a bit more careful. You know what you're facing here, one of the most explosive teams in the world, even on the defending side. Mind Freak shouldering this. It will be Demon 1 to spot. And Utility instantly coming through. Now note the spike. This is not their end goal. They're drawing eyes over.
Which they haven't actually achieved just yet.
Oh,
Lucio lands a banger onto Forsaken. Still conscious that maybe it being the Killjoy could be a lurk setup.
yeah, no over-rotation, is there? They're thinking about it, but again, with this timing, this pacing, 30 seconds, it's
left.
going to be down to the wire. This is going to be a very close call on things here, and there's still 2 players to clear out, and it's Jing and something. Yes, lower HP, but still with the boombot. And it's about timing on this. When does he invest? Does he invest? He could do now. Oh, it's stunning from Jing. Denies the first man in. That's Boostio. 10 seconds now. They got 2 targets to find. This is so much to do for EG, but Calm again, creating all the space. But PaperRex playing forward. Already, Mind Freak slipping forward towards Switch, looking to get closer by. Divide by CT, but a 2v4 is so tricky. Mind Freak there draws the attention. Divide on the swing, and denied by Ethan. As EG pick up the pistol in the second half.
For the 6th on the board, 1 away from catching PaperRex here. The start of the second half.
Got one.
Beautiful opener from Boostio.
They left it so late, Mike.
Yeah, they did.
Terrified.
Again, the plan's executed perfectly though. The flash over the top to set Com in motion. Really well done by EG.
It makes you wonder, if something a bit more HP, if Jing was sitting a little bit pretty on the HP, maybe they could have held off a little longer, but that's neither here nor there as we go forward at 6-7. EG closing the scoreline just a little bit now. Sheriff coming out from Divide. Beyond that, it's classics. But we saw what Jorgamo was able to do on map 1, so maybe don't write it off just yet, but still. Stack for PaperRex is coming up as the antidote to this round, but man, it's not going to be easy to make count. EG have been quite careful on their approach, trying to find that information first, but let's see if they can navigate away from this cluster of mayhem on this site.
EG expecting aggression, maybe not expecting a 4-man stack in A main. They're going to flash out here with Divide. He doesn't actually have a flash.
They're trying to scramble, and there's nowhere to run. Demon 1's in danger, tries to backpedal. It's sensational from PaperRex. And now Boostio and Ethan are reeling off the back of it. Yeah, they get the rest of the map, but look at the upgrades. Look at what they get. A reward for all of that work. But a plant will be had. Can they defend a 2v4 like
I mean,
this?
it's a Spectre and a
Look at
Sheriff.
Ethan. Look at Ethan's position. Oh my God.
Oh, he's heard it.
Ethan knows what's coming his way. 3 on the other side. First found, second follow-up. Ethan holding them back. Oh, and a third! Recovering what looked like a lost round!
What a performance from Ethan.
That's an Arte round right there.
A
Vintage.
sensational 4K. To bail out EG.
That looked like PaperRex's mic all day long. That start was, God, out of this world.
I mean, this third kill is beautiful. Then the bait with the flash here. Bounces deep. Forsaken has to commit to turning it. Yeah, take a bow.
Oh man, PaperRex, need you to stabilize here now. Rifles coming up. Gotta keep their heads held high in this one. EG willing to get down and dirty, scrappy into this. A little bit more of a pace change here, getting a little bit more progress done early on. Looking like Ethan wants to work towards that ult, and well, with the round that he just had, why not? He's very close by.
Team 1's got some space to work with here. Look at the respect given by something. Playing all the way towards Fountain. Door is closed, so there's no real need to jump spot anything, but to say that, Jing did actually just snatch you up. Spotted a ton of players inside B main. Obviously this exchange of utility here. It's almost TP'd in.
He's in, and Demon One's caught someone in. What? Demon One! How's he doing this much damage? Jing and something trying to hold the line. And they're doing so well. Something is serious about this one. Trying to dig his heels in here, but Demon One's still standing and still breathing. There are problems. Divide by Something's side. And Jorgamo on the other. They're getting aggressive. They're going fast. Something wants in, and he's got in. He's taken the round away from them. EG left in tatters as PaperRex depending on something there, and he finds it.
What a brutal battle in some of these rounds. A furious exchange.
Mechanical
Close it.
monsters.
Look at... Oh my God. I said, given some space, something respecting the setup here initially.
One enemy remaining.
Beautiful cleanup though between Divide and something. Find
Magnificent.
PaperRex their first round here in the second half. They come away with that though, 2 Bulldogs, so that was just EG's bonus.
Jing's getting a little interested. He's got something walking middle as well. EG aren't really taking that walk. Slowly but surely. Trying to get a bit more curious about what's happening in middle here. It's been enough that's put some question marks around the map. Oh my God, something.
I don't think he knows just how close Boostio was there.
Oh, Jing!
Yeah, Ethan trying to set it up with a flash. Boostio punished.
Yeah, fell for that one, almost hook, line, and sinker, wanting to try and punish contact that they had. Jing's not relenting. He's not falling back, and maybe he should have. Ethan's got an opportunity, even the scoreboard.
Just look at this setup here. Between something and Forsaken.
Oh.
Yeah, Demon One's like, what the hell's going on in there?
Didn't like what he found. But this map is not looking comfy. 30 seconds, they have no way in here. Ethan going for the ult. They pushed forward. Profound aggression from...
He just spotted him.
Oh my God. Oh my good God. He's played ahead of it. And Ethan's still doing damage. Spike is running towards A with 18 seconds. When do they realize? When do they turn already? You can see one of them on the case. Mind Freak trying to come on over with 12 seconds. Oh, this plant could be in. Let's see if that cross is made. Jorgamo's made it over. That should be a plant. But up towards heaven. There's 2 coming on forward. Not denied on the plant, but the follow-up's everything. Something now starting to get closer. Comms found something. Mind Freak couldn't quite get the trade. They've slipped away. And Divide gets a bit closer himself. Jorgamo's got him. And now it's Divide in a 1v3. 2 low, and it's very possible for this man. But look at these angles. Brutal to clear. 2 flashes to play with. Can he isolate a fight? What can he do in this? Takes another step, looks for the fight, he's got it! And now the 1v1, but time is against him, and there's a demon on the other side!
Beautiful stuff here. Divide catching a crucial kill onto Ethan, or knocking him in the null command here. And that's the time, but it comes so late that, I mean, you even noted it, when was somebody going to start rotating? But Divide finds the kill, and it's pretty much knife out the entire time. They still don't beat EG to A site. Beautiful all around Ethan as well. Can't remember who it was actually caught in B main in the corner there with the Forsaken, I believe.
Think
The
so.
flash goes through,
Yeah.
null command is popped, and again, with all PaperRex's utility up, there's kind of I mean, it's their own demise in that regard.
Yeah.
The null command goes up, there's no open sight lines towards main, which is why they try and get aggressive. As soon as they concede that kill on Forsaken, Devi's hand is forced, he has to commit to the flank, and it's already too late at that point. 8 apiece here.
Wow. I knew this was going to be a good best of 5, Mike, but we're seeing this really kept close. I'm a bit worried about this half, though. I think seeing the kind of start we're seeing here from EG looking quite well prepared, the money scenario for PaperRex, what do they do with this? And the timeout hitting as it is, it's quite indicative they're trying to find adjustments, right? They're trying to find a way forward that's going to work for them here. This composition should be hard to make work, but they're aggressive. They know how this plays out, right? It's not the first time we're seeing it, but I'm a little worried. I'm seeing a hero rifle on Divine. That's about it.
You have the showstopper to play with, but Jing not throwing a shield in the mix here. I don't know if that maybe he's going to try and use that reactor, but he's got to get out of this corner. Spammed up, and a 51 HP, but escapes death.
They need to try and feel out where the stack may be, and a quick reaction from PaperRex is actually putting them in potentially the correct space. Eyeing up towards the A site now. You can see EG on red alert. After some of those moves we've been seeing coming out, some of those aggressive plays, the flashes off the back end. Speaking of aggressive plays, there's the flash. He knows he's drawn attention here. What do EG do now with the information they've received?
Very cautious approach here. Saw an earlier example of anticipating aggression. PaperRex already looking like they're going to lean towards a stack on A. Incorrect read here with what we can see.
It's a gamble stack. You gotta try and risk it, but
I mean, EG have done really well to deny information across the map, so forcing their hand at PaperRex in that regard.
yeah, absolutely. So this should be the green light. Shouldn't be any resistance towards the B site here, so it's all on how much can they achieve on the way out. And I already like the readjustment from Com. I love seeing this.
I think we just saw a teaser for a future execution there with the cloud burst up onto the top, the flash out from Ethan. So we do get that employed once again, Com.
The timing, get out of it! Okay, good trade. That's a rifle, but they don't have time really to maybe run and grab that.
No.
Maybe Forsaken can try and give it a go, but they can get a bit dangerous. Hold on, that flash is a bit of an issue, but it plays in Boostio, but still very diligent on the clear. Boostio cleaning him up here. Forsaken, the last one alive. You can hear the timer ticking away. Demon 1 willing, ready and able to remove the final threat. This round was a gamble stack. It didn't work out.
G will take the lead. PaperRex now in a position that feels a little uncomfortable. You look at what's behind this purchase, you look at what's coming out in this purchase, to be honest with you.
One enemy
Seeing
remains.
Divide down on a Bulldog. You will see the operator coming out for something. A chance for him to maybe get something done here. Become a little more aggressive. Well, just saw him, yeah. He's behind Peter, actually.
Wow.
So hold a very, very passive angle here. This isn't typical,
this?
really, of PaperRex's approach here. Well, not typical of EG's approach either, but
Com, normally good for it. He's cleared out common angles. He's basically facilitated this whole site hit. So something has to try and hold. And the first shot not landing opens up so many opportunities for EG. Not feeling secure on the side just yet. PaperRex looking maybe to pounce on this. Waterfall in, and they do. Jing takes away Ethan. This is looking much better here. Holding with 5 alive. Can they make it more? Yes! Mind Freak. Damage done. Good trade. Boostio still bounding away. But the plant's not in. It's held in the hands. Jorgamo not quite there just yet. 24 HP that all that Boostio has to boast. And now looking for the plant. Jorgamo's got Jing.
A late lockdown as well. This causes real issues for PaperRex.
They've got to run. They've got to get out of this. This is the plant that they wanted. And now a true 3v3, but that
Planted.
something. Maybe. Oh my, wait.
Wait,
Forsaken.
did Boostio try and reflank through
It
mid?
looked like it, but Forsaken was so ready. And now the counter roll. They're going off this one. Jorgamo's in danger. He's screwed. Trying to stick around on the site. He's been noted. He's been seen. How long can he survive? He's going to be hounded down. Dead. Buried. It's all on Com in a 1v3. Tap on the spike. First challenge found. Seconds there. PaperRex. Perfect to tie it back up to 9 apiece.
I love the idea here from EG. Again, the execution, and maybe this is reliant on a kill or two towards short. PaperRex in that regard, I guess, doing the right thing and not giving anything away. Well, they barrel down Catwalk, find themselves in tree very, very quickly.
They're keeping up, Mike. They are clawing onto this game. They do not want this one to go like Split did, that 13-10. PaperRex showing real resilience here. As said, last dance for Jing.
Get out of my way.
And it looks like an aggressive start for him as well. Up and over, not quite. Pain Shell going to be left, and Forsaken couldn't quite get around the corner.
Jorgamo tries to capitalize on the aggression, TPing elsewhere on the map, but PaperRex disengage very
Belter.
quickly. Something. We'll find Boostio as well. Finds a little bit of value with that operator in hand now.
Why does EG look? Looking at Jorgamo, already clear through Wine. Here. But there's 3 players here. Again, with PaperRex keeping the numbers up, they get the beauty of just having that additional body they can post towards the site. Mind Freak drifting around towards top middle, noting maybe the vulnerability there, but it looks like maybe Devi's the one who could receive the attention if they furthered the pathing up towards Tree. As it stands, it's only Demon 1. Yes, Jorgamo A main, but indecision. It feels like for EG, waiting to see if there is a reaggress here.
Oh, so something.
That was
Find another
lovely.
kill here onto Com.
Good
Mind Freak tucked into this
wait.
pocket though. This
Look
could be
at
deadly.
this. Oh, wait. No. They have no idea. Ethan's just found Jin. There's no idea. There's no way. Devi even. Not his call on the way up regardless. Beautiful from Devi. Yes, Mind Freak's position would have been the back line if required. But Devi doesn't even let it get that far.
Finds all 3 to clean things up, finding PaperRex double digits here.
Huge for them.
And a big bailout in terms of the finances. They've been struggling for the last few rounds to find a response. Like I said, the operator finally finding some value here. It's Boostio and Com. PaperRex one away from the pit. EG, nothing really on the brink here for them. Yeah, rifle in the hands of Demon 1 to try and get something done here. An early paranoia though. Mitigated or negated by Paint Shell. EG don't want to give up the space though.
But there's a trade. Forsaken's got to be careful. He's the last standing bastion of this site. Support's on the way, and Devi gets there. But Boostio hands out a haircut to Forsaken. It rolls on the floor. You're looking at Devi, who's been absolutely nuts this map. Does EG continue? They could pause for a little bit. They're still above a minute. This is early fights, and the temptation for that rifle, I'm sure, is just out as well. But Boostio knows better. Note Mind Freak here. How far does he go? No, I think he felt the timing out a little bit.
Here.
For sure, EG though. I've cut noise behind this. PaperRex with the correct read though.
Got him out of the sky!
How did he just land that?
Something is activating here. This guy's coming online. The last couple of rounds have been essential to this player, and a fantastic catch on the adjustment from Com. There's no escaping your fate. You've got to stand and fight, and Devi, the final boss of B, not going to give it up, not going to let him back in.
PaperRex looking like they want to answer back here. With a map win on Ascent, will force a timeout hit. Oh my God. Nah. I take it back. He does not look like they're ready for my ranked game.
And it's a timeout for EG now. 3 consecutive rounds from PaperRex at such a pivotal time. This could be outcome defining here. No key ults to depend upon for EG. This has to be just in the server traditional approach. On the other side, I mean, you've got the Viper's Pit there, 1 away from Devise, operators in play.
I mean, I was talking about PaperRex having real concerns in terms of the inventory the last few rounds. Now they've strung 3 together. It gives access to some real game changers. In terms of opportunities, I mean, another round potentially for Jing will have him a little closer to the showstopper as well. The Pit notoriously difficult to overcome in terms of Ascent as well, because it's just it's not really in the wheelhouse just yet. A few teams obviously playing around with it, but plenty of options here. I think if you look at the other side of things, EG with what's left in the bank, not many. 2 off the null command of their own, 3 away from the lockdown. It's just not feasible.
So what's the answer? I've loved what Something's been able to do. Yes, obviously a very flashy shot in the one just gone, but even bigger picture, he has been finding such impact since getting that operator in. But I'm looking like a change-up might be in place here. Forsaken taking over the role. Don't do that to me.
I mean, he's just hit that shot, and then you take the operator off him.
What is he up to? What is the game plan here? It looks like he's getting into it. They're getting aggressive again. Look at the crunch towards tiles. This puts them on the chopping block. Forsaken not going to land the shot he wanted. EG running away. They don't want any of what's being sold over there. They've already lost Demon 1. Yes, Jing fell as well.
Does the Pit come out from Mindfreak now?
He has
He's
every
swinging
option.
ahead of the wall.
Mindfreak, are you mad? Get out of there. EG are on the way. It could be pop fashion, a swing, that's audacious! And it might be a mistake.
They've just given them a 3v2 and an open sight.
I think they underestimated who was here and when. Forsaken still has the operator, Something on the Vandal. This seems just bizarre. And with the chance, Something slipped forward. The Cove actually helping, but Giacomo gets denied. A 2v2 now on the side. Busio and Com trying to keep control. Swing, a miss, Com on the trade, but he finds Forsaken. And the showdown, it's huge. Something is bleeding, but he's still standing and still fighting.
Ice cold from Something.
He stared them down.
Yeah.
He stared them down.
That's the brute force you get from a player like him.
Look at this, man.
Oh my God. Beautiful stuff. That's 2 rounds now. He's had ridiculous impact for PaperRex. It's given PaperRex map point here. EG trailing by 3.
With the spam already. Not great for Demon 1. He's gone. He's fallen. Jing getting a little closer too. They're scrambling. They can't go along this route any further. Oh my God, Jing. It's PaperRex. They don't shot. You didn't see him, Busio. How have you done that? He's got a lockdown.
He forces out here.
Devise walking into it. Devise walked into it. This is just unbridled aggression. Again and again, they keep retaking the fights.
Who's next? Mindfreak down to 70 HP. Something positioned towards mid. Has an operator. No chance to actually swap this weapon out ahead of the retake. He's actually popped his Empress as well.
Okay, so
finally things slow down.
yeah, that feels just like a mental break for these two. The utility that EG has is quite substantial. But something is here. And that's enough that makes me worry. He's still paranoid about middle. The flash is good, sticks around for the shot, plays in Mindfreak, he waits on the first, he pounces, no he doesn't! Ethan! He's bailed him out until then! Com stays alive, EG with a lifeline.
It's another example of the layering of utility from EG is so good. They cut sound here, wait for the cooldowns to come back. The flash allows the ping to come through. You can see that Ethan actually tanks the Lear. He's nearsighted, but the ping from the recon is perfect. Speaking of perfect.
Stop it. Stop it. That's how you stay alive? That's how you get to 10? It feels unfair. But it ain't over yet, Mike. 10 to 12. PaperRex still on the verge. One more round. They tie up this series. And something getting interested in middle here.
Pit will lock down A main. Something not noted just yet. Let's see. Com hasn't invested in utility towards mid. Well, they want to regroup pretty early on outside B.
Placing alarm bot.
Leave Jorgemite posted. Does have the TP, an opportunity to regroup later on, but find themselves a fairly favourable engagement here. Lockdown will clear sight as well.
And I worry
Paint
for
shot.
their exit. Okay.
Yeah, it does deal with
That'll
it.
do. Lovely. Oh, that's fantastic, isn't it?
I don't know if they felt as if they knew where Jing was earlier on.
Now they're at 38 seconds and they ain't got a step towards sight. And look who's on the other side here. Something with a huge opportunity. A step is heard, and it's more than enough for him. And now more information aplenty. Com in trouble, but a great bailout from him. Devi looking to get involved though. A pixel out of place and he spotted him, but 20 seconds. EG need to keep going. Devi's gone down. Brought down on his hands and knees as Jing trying to fill the void. Catches on the cross, gonna deny Com. Getting towards the side. Jing, fantastic. 10 seconds. They've got to get the spike down. They've done just enough to get into a 1v2. Demon One out of this world performance now Forsaken to try and take down the remainders. Sitting pretty, perfect HP, but can he find the double stack towards? Hell no, he can't. EG nearly tying up the series off the back of exceptional work from Demon One.
And I feel like with one round just there, they've just broken the momentum that PaperRex had established here in the second half on Ascent.
Oh, that shot.
The second shot to Jorgemite is outrageous. But there was so little time to recover. Come out finally after a string of rounds. PaperRex forced into a lighter purchase, be it just a stinger.
I was wondering if they were up to something off the rip there, Mike. I saw 3 of them stacked up and I get a little worried. It doesn't matter the scoreline. PaperRex will still do something absolutely demented.
They just got the Reckoning off that. That early aggression has rewarded them the Reckoning. Now they have the Showstopper. It's 2 ultimates that can be employed towards a retake here.
Devi and Mind Freak getting a little closer makes me nervous.
He tried to pop flash off this last time.
We're so aware of a nicer angle to hold those who's just not affected.
Bait things out. In terms of information, you figured out initially early on where Forsaken is. Now you know where Devi is. Com trying to confirm a third presence.
They're waiting for the check, and here it comes. The swing and a miss from D1, and something is just a straight-up killer. 2 back-to-back. Ethan gets a chance to punish. He's not clean enough. Something is absolutely demonic right now. Trying to get across the line. PaperRex are holding on here. They want to tie up this series, get us back to a 1-1 scoreline. PaperRex, map 2's theirs.
Talking about the script getting flipped. Ascent goes the way of PaperRex here. EG felt themselves as if they were poised for a 2-8 lead here. Ridiculous performance. Jing had 10 first bloods.
Huge.
Just, I mean, it's unheard of.
Magnificent performance from them. Something also outstanding work on that map, changing some of the outcomes throughout this. But again, PaperRex picking themselves back up after a rough start on map 1. A hard fought for game, but here in map 2, a 13-11 is everything they could dream of.
One enemy remains.
バロラント冬の陣千秋楽誇りをかけた戦いを
What a clutch from Zelsis!
その目で見届けろ
What is that from Stella?
世界との取り組み幕開く両国国技館にて開催
Qué alegría más grande. Tu alma brilla y me hace cantar.
Little moments of joy are not so little. They are pure joy. Therefore, treat yourself. Come to Andalucía.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Take me somewhere far away.
What's going on, everyone? GB here, and I have two special guests yet again on the broadcast. It's Anna Dolan and Alito Fadia. Give it up for them, because literally we're here because of them, okay? All right, well, I'm glad I got you guys here for a brief minute. Obviously, an incredible game that we just watched. If you're just joining us, 1-1 tied in the series. PaperRex managed to take ascent. Let's talk, though, about that opening ceremony.
Well,
Holy moly.
Let's talk about the dance cam. Like,
Right.
I was just on the dance cam.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, okay.
Yeah, no, I treated
OC,
people to some cake on the dance cam. You know what I'm
OC
saying?
was incredible. We have been planning that OC for a very long time. I think it was, how did you all feel about the OC? Everyone?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's pretty good. People like music and fun and joy.
And dancing?
And dancing? Who doesn't like
Yes,
dancing?
it was amazing.
Well, since I have you guys here for a moment, let's talk about, you know, the game that we're all here for, the sport that we all love, Valorant. Leo, what does the future of Valorant look like for us? Because I feel like we have so many cool things on the horizon, and the year's not even over yet.
Very, very true. Yeah, so we're, of course, concluding the competitive season here with champions, but we still have so much coming. We have off-season starting. We have over 40 events happening all around the world. We have roster mania starting, and we, of course, have game changers later this year in Brazil, which we're incredibly
Give it up for
excited
game
about.
changers.
Let's
Game
go.
changers.
Yeah. So yeah, and then next year, of course, we're doing so much, bringing events to new locations, Madrid, Shanghai, more teams playing in international leagues. We're very, very excited about the future.
Yeah, any hint on where we might be next year for champions?
Anna and I are saving that, and we're going to announce it later. We'll keep that in our back pocket.
I tried really hard.
They keep trying. They keep trying.
And what about for you, the future of Valorant for you from the game side?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy to feel like the year's over because of champs right now, but it is definitely not over. We got a lot still going on. We've got Sunset coming out. We just showcased that today. Super excited about that.
That's nice.
Premiere is finally launching for
by the way, where's
realsies.
Sunset take place at?
Oh, that one takes place in LA.
Oh, in Los Angeles!
In Los Angeles!
Who doesn't like that?
I know, we are very proud of that map, obviously. Premiere is launching officially, very excited about that. We have a Duelist coming out later this year. I think people keep forgetting that I announced that earlier this year. It's gonna really shake up the game. And then all the teams are already working on stuff for 2024. Like, we don't stop. So we are going to kick 2024 off with a bang.
Okay. Okay, that seems, and then you did the thing too. Okay, well look, guys, I want you guys to leave these incredible people here at the Kia Forum with some love. So you have a message for the folks who came out today.
I do, yeah. We are so appreciative of all of you coming. We put so much work into this, and it's all for you, fans. We appreciate you so very much.
So much.
I want to thank teams for playing an entire season. It's been an action-packed calendar. I know a lot of them are tired of playing. But yeah, it's been a great season, and we just are, full of love and appreciation at this moment. So thank you all very much.
Yep.
And honestly, just a huge shout out to the teams all across Riot. Putting on something like this is no small feat, and I appreciate every single one of you. But more than anything, we appreciate all of our players. Without you, we're absolutely nothing. Thank you for coming today, everybody. Thank you.
Incredible stuff.
Thank you.
That's going to do it for us here, guys. Give it up one more time for Leo and Anna.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, GB, Anna, and Leo. And look who's joining me on the desk for this. Bren, Paperthin, and Saisha, welcome.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we've just jumped in the middle of it. We're coming in cold. Thankfully, the Desi guys have been keeping it warm as well, setting up this matchup here in the grand finals.
Great game.
No time to waste.
Yes.
Yeah, no time.
And I'm here to break the Achilles curse for PaperRex. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
Okay, so that's why they won the last map. Let's talk about something real quick, because the Reyna on Ascent, we're going to see it on Bind as well. What did you guys make of it?
He played fantastically. I think he was one of the players that was struggling to get value in the previous maps where they've played up against some of the top teams on Reyna, but he really got it going. Big kills on the pistol round, which was what Seth was saying. They needed to win a pistol. They got one here, and even though it was tight, he got value on attack and defense with the Reyna.
And what's impressive to me was he was able to play isolation a lot here on Ascent, so that's what he needs to do on Bind. That's where he's often left on his own, covering showers, covering long B, flanks like that. If he can start picking up value there, that's where the map can snowball in PaperRex's favor.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting seeing if they do end up sticking with the composition. I can't imagine they're going to be changing it up last minute, when they do run the Reyna as we head into Bind.
I mean, having said that, they just changed up their Ascent composition.
Yeah, that is true. And also EG did change up their split composition last minute. So
Potter said she did it this morning. So,
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I think both of these teams are at the quality right now and have enough of the backing and fundamentals down that they can make small tweaks, right? We're not talking vast compositional changes, but we're talking tiny tweaks.
Well, let's take a look and see if we do.
Oh, no! Yo!
No!
Okay.
This is my favorite favorite Prime Gaming agent select we've had so far. The Yoru is out.
OG PaperRex running the Euro again with the breach.
With the breach.
I fell in love with this team because of this composition when they ran it all the way back, you know, years and years ago when they went on that run into the grand finals of Copenhagen as well. They were really bringing this one out. It's a heavy hitter. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. I just can't wait to get into the game.
This is going to be insane. I mean, something, by the way, plays breach on Fracture when PaperRex does play that map. He's very good. He's got great timings with his utility, but it's going to be a very different style. It's going to be completely different than what you're used to seeing from PaperRex on Bind.
What I'm a little concerned about is when we were watching on Split, I think EG towards the end of that map ended up being able to hold for the defensive aggression really heavily.
Well, I can't wait to get into this one. It is going to be map 3 on Bind. Let's send it back to your casters, Pansy and Hypok.
Oh, a vintage composition coming out from PaperRex. A little bit of a twist of the knife of expectations. And EG now have to walk in against this. One of the two teams has to take the lead here, Mike. Who have you got for this one?
I mean, this is just such a bold move to make.
It is.
To pull this comp out. And yes, we do talk about obviously something filling in the role elsewhere in the map pool, but did he hear the interview with Potter? He was like, yeah, we just thought we'd change the comp this morning. PaperRex was just like, oh, mine's in.
I guess we'll do the same.
Do you want to do that thing we used to do?
Roll it back one time. Oh, here we go. Map 3. One of these two teams has to break the deadlock now, head to head. PaperRex going to be walking into this off the back of a fantastic performance just a moment ago. And EG have to steady their nerves now.
Initially, PaperRex looking to continue the trend of deathballing. Lots of bodies outside Fountain here. Stimbeacon will come down. Ethan hasn't actually flashed yet, but he will note the Trailblazer.
Ethan.
Stun comes through. He's going to get double stunned.
Look at the assists on that bad boy. He was dead before he could blink. Not a chance in hell. And now Comp trying to get away with, oh my God, he still gets one. That's ridiculous. But again, it's on the aim on the back lines of Boostio doing some serious damage. And the follow-up from Jorgamo. Wait, they're down so low. And Jorgamo on the trade. It's just a mind freak to be eviscerated by Jorgamo. How did EG convert that back?
There's such a weird 3 to 5 second pause here on the orb on B long to maybe set up for this flash play through. But it costs PaperRex everything. EG should have never had a chance to play back in here.
Zero. That start was dreamy. Take it down. Ethan Marie had a chance to react. The follow-up, yeah, you lose one, but that's fine. How did they get back in there? I couldn't even imagine that going any other way than PaperRex's.
What a ridiculous turnaround. Theme 1 now will be played in. Scope in hand still. I mean, Forsaken actually commits to this TP. Tag comes through, Demon 1 down to 72 HP, but still feeling pretty good about that.
And something's chilling.
I think I just saw him rub his hands together, basically as if, yeah, I've got a kill here, boys.
I'm good.
Somebody's definitely taking this TP.
Ethan. Oh, I thought he just flashed through to check the TP then. He didn't. He went through towards showers, but definitely leaves you wondering. And EG's starting to get a little antsy. They've drawn over the additional body towards the B site there. It's going to be Jorgamo joining. Forsaken trying to sell him something, trying to indicate presence, but the two players who are left on this A site for EG, well, I was going to say they were playing D, but Demon 1's looking for a chance. Jin can't quite close that gap quick enough. And
something, he actually came out of the TP.
Oh no, he's still good for it. He's still good for it. And they're taking the Grand Tour. So it falls down towards Com, whose position could be pivotal, could be everything. They're gonna waterfall down, bounce once, and they're dead! Com! 3 back-to-back, and oh my God, Forsaken. As if he got that. But the time and the spike is everything. It's deep in enemy territory, and they're so unlikely to get away with any more. Trying to be a little naughty around the map, and EG keep 3 alive.
Spectre absolutely farms on the back of the Viper Wall decay here. Khan picks himself up, a couple of kills, 1 away from the pit already, actually.
That's big. It's big work early.
A chance here even to have it to play into the bonus round here.
I'm seeing the bite. He almost went for a phantom there. Didn't eventually commit to it, but
Jogomo buying a judge down to 0 makes me feel as if he's probably going to play a lot of judge this half.
You think so?
Yeah.
Things we love to see. Well, he's in the right place for it, potentially. He can turn that flash, and he can! He keeps him at the doorway, can't get through. He falls off from this. First blood drawn instantaneous. That's Jin gone. Lots of that burst.
Read is perfect as well. The PaperRex going to go for the double satchel flash into showers. Demon 1 now played in on shore. Spotted though. Just to give up the angle for just a moment. Late usage of the trap will go through. Focus their efforts now onto shore.
Hold up.
Beautiful stun. Let's try and set Forsaken in motion, but it's come through to a kill.
Jogomo's movement is actually a treat to watch at the moment. Still holding a little bit of space, but PaperRex now starting to carve away at this A site, trying to find themselves some safety for a plant here, but the timing's not good enough. Great trade for Demon 1. Forsaken and Mind Freak trying to break the back line. That is the critical kill. Taking away Boostio opens up this map. They should be able to get a safe plant down. Now, yes, the Vandal fell into the hands of Ethan here, but this is a lot to ask. He's going to play ahead of the volley. Denies the first attempt at the plant. A quick flash follow-up. And now you look towards Com. How much value can he get? Not very much. So taking the TP, they want out of there.
No smoke, though, and no molly for Mind Freak.
It's only a stinger, though.
I mean, that snake blade should land.
It has.
It's just outside the orb, though. Have to tank a little bit more damage there.
Flash to play for Ethan. Could try and maybe allow Com a chance to close the gap, but look at the creep coming in as well from Mind Freak, slowly working around by CT. That's a very favorable fight for him. The flash. Oh my god, the combination, the fake flash, forcing him away, allowing Com the angle, but something still standing. Remember what he was doing on that last map. Remember, this man is a straight up killer. Oh, but he ain't got it now. Ethan and Com, what a combination from them.
The fake flash is just beautiful. And Com still lands pretty much every shot with the stinger from that distance. Mind Freak has to be seething after that one. But a beautiful round from start to finish by Ethan. And the play outside the showers ahead of the molly as well. To give EG the bonus conversion here on Bind.
Operator in hand for Demon 1 as well. Quick to it on the other side. Full buy, and the ults are very close here too. Plenty on the cusp.
Blinded.
We'll find members here. Same sort of attempt here with the stun and the flash. TP up long here as the pistol round.
Oh, Forsaken's
He's got the ult. Yeah, he can investigate right away inside.
They can't clear him, so okay. Apparently Jin can.
Him, yeah.
Yeah. Shoot my body. Come clear him, but Ethan still with a chance to do some damage. Great trade and a great follow-up. The two remainders in a lot of trouble here, but Jogomo's gone a little ahead. Now, it looks like Mind Freak's keeping a little bit of a watch towards this. Demon 1's not all that invested just yet.
A kill. He's got the paint shells and the showstopper online here. Mind Freak though, very sharp to find there. Demon 1 has to hold on to this operator now. The PaperRex will find themselves first round here on Bind. On the back of Forsaken's info gathering on the Yoru.
Teleport's ready. That's not ready. A gift.
Forsaken doing wonders there. As soon as that Viper pit came up, it was just
It was instant, yeah.
He knew what was going on, and I've got to say, bigger picture as well here. This is going to be a really tough game for Ethan too. You saw that pressure on Long, the amount of utility that's almost tailor-made to catch him off guard. He's going to have to find a way to handle this, because we saw it in the pistol, we've seen it lent back to here. Now obviously that's with the supplementing, the ults coming in and everything else, but just straight on through, find the common hits.
Yeah, it's tough as well, because Com doesn't want to completely disengage here and allow the pit to fall, but he's in a spot here where it's very easy to wallbang.
Yeah.
I mean, the only real spot there behind default where it's kind of reinforced, but even then it's risky.
Not many options. Still with a purchase, but you're going to see some pieces missing. Ethan on one side of it, down to SMG. Judge back out for Jogomo, but it feels like he's wanting to run that. But you're looking at the rest of PaperRex, who are now stabilizing a bit here. Seeing the lean forward from Demon 1. the pressure once again. I'm looking at this B site. They are going to be tested time and time again here. PaperRex making no subtleties of this.
Team one off the showstopper. Got himself a kill. Ahead of things here. Going to follow up the Trailblazer.
They're going.
Satchel through.
Oh, this
Tons of space created. Com's found the kill.
Com over-delivering, and Ethan trying to keep his head down. Jorgamo dives in, tries to save his boys. But now the spike left in the hands of EG. Device surrounded, he can't get away from it. Boostio the one to put him down. Forsaken overwhelmed. EG respond right back.
EG playing with a very different pace today. Across the board, different approach. Happy to take these scrappy engagements, go blow for blow with PaperRex. We'll force a timeout here with a 4-1 scoreline. PaperRex going to be scratching their heads. Funds already starting to dwindle. Ultimates, yes, but haven't found much success yet outside of creating opening engagements, and even then they're not really converting that towards rounds.
No. It was quite interesting, an interview with Potter prior to this when discussing facing the likes of PaperRex and kind of discussing the ability to have to be fully committed to this. Any indecision, they'll win. Anytime you second guess, you hesitate, there is a chance for PaperRex, they will close that gap, they'll win that fight, they'll play to the pace they always will do. So interesting to see that EG have changed a little bit of the tempo towards this, maybe more willing to brawl, as if that's the conclusion they've come to, then fair enough. But this does mean these games will be high octane throughout. I don't think we can stress that enough. And I think for PaperRex, we're going to have to discuss what the buy is going to be looking like into this round. And for the rest of this game, yeah. Do they fully commit towards this? I mean,
Devi's in a spot to maybe throw a rifle in here. You see him quite often buy down to 700-800 credits, even on save rounds. But, yeah, I was going to say, if Mindfreak keeps the Sheriff, I already swapped out to a Stinger. They are forcing. Yeah.
They've got ults. Maybe a little set piece in mind they want to bring through. With the ults they have, I don't mind it so much. But, again, I don't think any phrase could be more applicable than high risk, high reward. They need a bit of this to work out. Otherwise, it's 5-1. You've wasted your ult. Your money's in the bin.
It's the trademark of PaperRex.
Yeah. And a big adjust here. 4 players stacked towards A for EG.
Com will hear the boom bot. Curious of what information he's relaying. You can already see Boostio headed back across. I mean, he can sort of just play in spawn if they have something incorporated around the orbital story. Yeah.
Look at this.
I thought Jorgamo was going.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, wait, is he actually pushing this one? The flash turn, Demon One back to it. The paint shell, look at the damage that could have done. Already doing a lot. The player who's slipping forwards, Ethan. Sat in the corner, set into motion by Demon One. That's his chance to escape. They've done serious damage. Forsaken now, left in pieces. And PaperRex have the opportunity closed in this round. Where do they pivot to?
They don't have the smokes left now. They haven't achieved anything on the back of the window created of Mindfreak smokes being invested.
The flash didn't catch. But look who's here, Jorgamo, get out of it. Cleared, fantastic from something. Next in line, Ethan, this is when the ults become critical key. Counter flash comes in, but the ult gets popped. How's Boostio standing? That looked to his feet. Not to be, and the follow-up. So clean with it, Mindfreak now next. Where's Devi? Trying to invest to flash. Great work for PaperRex. 10 seconds though. They got to get it done now. Plant going to come down and Demon One is watching. Eyes trained on this. Mindfreak looking for a fair fight, and there's not much fair about this 1v2. A molly to play, and a shot missed. A quick slip out though. As Mindfreak gets to reposition. Still not certain about Com.
8 bullets. Has to find an opening headshot potentially.
He's trying to play a little ahead here. A little bit of a gap to play with, not much, and that gap has been closed. He had to try, and try as he might. EG playing in unison. A nice attempt from PaperRex, but it wasn't enough to keep control of the map.
I mean, it's just heartbreaking that Com still at this stage of the round there's 2 snake bites to force him out of the corner. Beautiful stuff. Boostio's first shot.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a headshot as well, by the way. Something. Yeah, Boostio shutting down the showstopper.
Down you go.
That was a force up. That was, I think, what, 2 of the ult, showstopper there and Rolling Thunder, right?
I mean, we have investment again as well, but Devi and Jing have brought down to 302. It just feels a little desperate right now. just makes for very uncomfortable viewing if they don't find a round here, Lauren.
See the pressure starting to be building towards the side. 4 players stacked in for EG though. Jorgamo denied on the first try. Jing gonna pick up the mantle. Com though, just stunning in his work. Jing with another essential trade, gonna keep some safety on the site to maybe facilitate the plant, maybe not. Denied this time by Boostio. Pausing for thought as Ethan can now come back around. Something's in danger. He's so low HP.
Smokes have dropped as well. Which gives Ethan a little bit of an advantage in this situation.
That's big from Jing though, identifying the position still. Demon One's still got to do work here. They've got something pinned. And a flash in play for Ethan. Who moves first? Trying to isolate towards Ethan, but Demon One's got him. Catching that cross, and now Jing with it all to do. Oh, he's found the first, but the follow-up. Oh, up and over he goes. The Demon One puts him down. PaperRex unable to strike back on the board.
Beautiful way to close out. Demon One starting to land shots now with the operator. Com goes huge under so much pressure after Jorgamo falls. Still here to, again, counterbalance this, gets Forsaken and Divine in this situation. Like I said, PaperRex, unfortunately, it's another example where even in that 20-second window with Mindfreak smokes down, they don't get the plant in. The despair starting to show. The coach cam. A 6-1 scoreline here for EG, who are looking dominant.
Fake teleport.
Forsaken trying to build that ult back up. Did well for them before. They're being cornered in. The re-aggress EG looking like they want to get into things as well. A 1-for-1 trade. Boostio lost and oh my god, Forsaken's gone down as well. Jorgamo's just unleashing fury. Look at the damage that man's doing.
He just keeps peeking.
Zero respect, pure confidence. And Com waiting. Smoke's dropped, as is Mindfreak. Divine out. There's nowhere that feels safe. A chance at a plant maybe. 48 seconds. How much can one man do? He would love a kill here.
Creeping closer and closer.
Oh dear. Oh
Noted
dear.
here. 30 seconds left. But you got to feel like he has to have found a kill already, Lauren.
Yep, and with Com slipping even deeper towards Showers, not allowing it to be easy. No one is giving Devi freedom. He might have to just take a... It's a gamble at this point. The flash, yes, he now knows there's someone in Shower, but Com, he's not going to let this slip. Look at this. This is just excruciating for Devi. He can't find these kills, and EG slip into absolute discipline as PRX slipping into despair at 1 round to 7.
And a beautiful crunching Showers here. The utility comes flooding through. Said Jorgamo just keeps swinging. Refusing to back down.
Yep.
You like that hole, baby? You like that hole, baby?
Will force another timeout here from PaperRex, burning both by round 9.
They're struggling here.
I mean, dare I say it's looking at the economy, being a little frustrated with some of the decisions in game.
Well, credit to EG for coming out looking fantastic, obviously, but this composition was a little bit of a surprise for us, and I don't even want to blame the comp on this either. It's not been the worst part of this. It's not been able to find what they need. And they go back in, and it's Sheriff's and a Stinger, Mike. 1 orbital strike. I don't know if they've got a pocket piece built around this.
We maybe try and get Jing into a position here to find a kill for Stinger. You know, I mean, you know he's good for one. again, though. Draws out the paint shell, the boombot, fault line. And D1's back on the angle already. I mean, he wasn't expecting somebody to be drifting back up this way.
Oh. They're sticking around. They're willing to disrespect the utility and re-clear. The only surprise is Jing is going to close enough towards Jogomo, and this 1v1 has been going generally Jogomo's way. That's a nice change, and the flash is fantastic. Forsaken taking over the site now off the back of a perfect flash put into place by Divide. Plant now and the time on their side. A 5v3, a couple of upgrades here and there, but a chance made. Ethan going to catch Mind Freak on the way back out.
3v4 now for EG.
Oh, this angle.
Jing could absolutely shut this down. Oh, he's spotted though.
He might have just lost that chance. And Forsaken's found team one. This is much better though. Forsaken activating some things there. PaperRex adjust. Off the back of some wondrous work coming in towards Lamps, clearing on through. Beautiful. Outdoing Jogomo, forcing him away.
I mean,
a lifeline here, Mike.
Definitely a lifeline. A very slow approach here. With a lesser purchase will net them the first round since round 4. But EG not necessarily feeling the heat in that regard. Financially, maybe. But the ultimates here, just missing one for a full deck. Ethan one away from the Seekers already. The pit invested here. Shut down towards B long.
PRX testing the waters. See if anyone willing to take the bait towards showers. Not the case. Ethan sees nothing. Obviously, going to note the shots, but that's about it. Now they've got to try and figure out why this PaperRex side is going, and it's cautious and it's slower. This is very uncharacteristic for PaperRex, obviously. So, do they dare challenge towards the pit? Surely not.
Who's next?
Forsaken, looking to pave the way here. A D1 spotted a junk peek. Trailblazer will come through.
How long is he standing on this man? He does have, oh, Forsaken outdoes him! TP on a TP and Forsaken gets it right! That's the side where, oh my god, the counter. The ults right on top of each other, gonna deny the plant, gonna come through, but Jing holding the line, defending this with his life if he has to. They want to get that plant down, backline though, gonna be tested by Com as well. Oh, Paint Shopper! Paint Stopper, oh my god, this is ridiculous. They paused for a second, is there a plant? Can Com deny this? I'm seeing the jump up as well. Jogomo trying to close the gap. Something with a missed shot. Mind Freak's got Com. Backline secured. The gap is getting close though. Divine now on the swing. He's got one and the second. Divine holding on to this. PaperRex barely making it out of that.
I mean, clinging to life right now, putting everything on the line.
These last 2 rounds.
Yeah, just to get another 2 on the board.
The TP from Forsaken.
Just,
come on.
I mean, it's so well crafted.
There was no escaping for Demon One.
There really wasn't.
I guess those 3 rounds were enough, right? EG have felt the pressure. No more of that. Barely any more rounds to run into this, but I mean, they've broken the money.
I have indeed. We talked about coming into that, they were 1 away from the Seekers, and that would have been a full deck in terms of the ultimates. Everything is thrown into that round.
What do they have coming back out? D1 can get a rifle. Ethan can buy. I'm looking at Boostio, who's going to be lacking. Tom might struggle. Obviously, Jogomo down. They've got a full purchase, no ults to depend on. I think they're 1 off from Seekers. A couple away from Rolling Thunder, but that's neither here nor there. Can they keep isolating these fights? They're going back towards the A side here. A 4-play stack from EG.
Say, a typical opportunity. Jing's way ahead of it. Jorgamo shuts him down.
Now they're going to lose Jing on this one. That's a problem. That's a rifle in hand too. A nice little upgrade. I'm getting curious. Does he catch any of the audio cues or note any of the players? Something will be leaning back here. That's enough. He's in trouble though because they've taken towards long here. Forsaken's ahead of this and forced away the flash in unison. Buys him a little bit of time. Oh, and Jorgo, come on. Nice shot, but something's got the trade. A 3v4. Keep in mind the weaponry, the flash to a device, something with a full kit here. He can be critical. He could change this game. But Ethan's aware. He's watching this. The flash through. Perfect from Devi. The site looking safer by the second, but Boostio on the way. And speaking of timing, that's the spike down. Molly to follow potentially. Calm on the punish. And now Mindfreak in the 1v2. He's on 13 HP. What's he meant to do with this? Can he find Demon 1? Can he get the clean kill? He's trying to creep a little closer, look for anything, anyone to give him an inch, but they've taken a mile. EG turning it around in a Thrifty.
Last round.
What a crazy turn of events. EG respond with a round when they basically had nothing to bring in here. They have no right to find an 8th. Give PaperRex the Rolling Thunder, the Seekers for round 12 here. But EG gonna be loving that.
What's the options now? And it looks like a pace change actually from EG. Straight down B long, but Jing's gonna take maybe the space. He's gonna surely hear this. Wait, they're taking a look, but they had no idea the amount of bodies behind this. So much presence down long, they didn't expect it to be 4 of EG. The trade out is that Devi and Jing go down.
I mean, the wild thing is, it's one of the few times you see PaperRex in some semblance of a default as well. Able to isolate a couple of players on the extremity here, but elsewhere, Mindfreak gonna get an opportunity to find some space on A. Com has just been playing contact towards spawn. So this is the plan all along for EG.
But Forsaken could catch Jorgamo. The spike is dripping. Okay, could, but doesn't. And now it's on Mindfreak and something. And yes, Mindfreak's got space, but as you noted, Com has been sat here waiting for this the whole time. And look at it. Look at what's on the other side. Fully prepared, fully aware, EG. Handling this round near on perfectly. And something, it ain't happening. EG on the adjustment here, pumping those brakes right back at a 9-3.
And it's such a beautiful read. Even after this, they find the opening 2 kills, they sit in spawn, they're happy to just concede the entire map and play towards their strength in numbers. So well done, and a 9-3 half here for EG, firmly in control of Bind, Lauren.
But can they close? Can they get over this one cleanly? We know the fight in PaperRex. We know these guys can absolutely deliver when needed. But for now, a treat as we hand down to TenZ and GB.
Hey everyone, I'm here with the one and only TenZ. Don't we heckin' love this guy? Yeah, we do. Hey buddy, how you doing? You feeling good?
I'm feeling really good. Crowd's amazing. The matches are really fun to watch. Hope everyone else is enjoying it. Let's make some noise!
It's great, right? Like, look, here, check this out. You could do, like, so long as you say something with confidence, right? Guys, can I get a yeehaw? See, all you gotta do is just say it with confidence. So you try, go ahead. Think of something.
What?
Lemons. All right, everyone, say lemons in 3, 2, 1. See, you just gotta be confident, TenZ. That's what it boils down to. Hey, I'm gonna get your thoughts real fast on this matchup. It's looking good for EG, but PaperRex have been known to bring it back in the past. Where are you thinking? Where are the chips gonna fall at the end of this map?
So it's definitely looking like EG is gonna take this map. PaperRex cooking up a really interesting comp. Respect to the Yoru, I love that. But yeah, it's looking grim at the moment, but I could definitely see PaperRex surprising EG with certain like set plays that they might have cooking up in the lab. So definitely have to stay tuned and we'll see something.
Yeah, no, I have no doubt about it. Now, obviously, you know, prolific player in your own right, obviously wanting to have these opportunities yourself as well. Curious to know what's the future for TenZ next season?
Future for TenZ next season? I'll just play games.
He just plays video games, baby. That's what it's all about right here. Give it up for the legendary TenZ. Appreciate you, brother. See, look at that. It was not that hard, right? We're going to go ahead and send it back over to the casters to get this show on the road and see how this whole baby's going to wrap up. Lauren, Hypoc, over to you.
Thank you, GB. Always a treat to hear from Tens there. And they've got to have a lot cooked up, though, if they want to try and catch back up on this scoreline. 9 rounds is a lot to close in on. They've got 3 to their name. A pistol would be the first step, right, Mike? They need to get this one going. Any plans they have in mind, anything they've cooked up has to come out from the very word go.
Do we see any form of aggression, any proactivity across the map? EG so far have looked flawless in terms of the reads, in terms of the setups. Even here, EG poised. Just in case PaperRex do decide to put anything out to open up the round. Trap set up early, just the other side of the Viper wall on shore, and looks as if EG might drift towards the B site.
Okay, so it's Divide and Forsaken. Divide deciding against falling to what happened to Ethan, essentially. Let's sit a little deeper. Make them work for this. Flash to stall, rotations on the way. 3 players trying to come on over, and Forsaken good for it. Fantastic find. Boostio goes down, the com does get the trade, but no follow-up. They've noted that no one else has come out. They still at least have 1 player watching this push, watching this cross. They've stalled out EG.
So already Mindfreak looking to rotate elsewhere. 40 seconds left, so plenty of time for EG to recover the situation. The flash will come through. Here's the pop coming through.
Yeah, good trades. Great work from Jing. Back-to-back kills. Keeping this looking good. Jordan, the last one alive and barely. Divide doing the damage for PaperRex. That's the pistol round they needed that could get them back into this matchup.
It was very, very similar to the same round we saw from Evil Geniuses here in the first half. Able to create a little bit of pressure onto B side, but the recovery is there for PaperRex. Divide and Jing will combine. PaperRex set up here with 2 towards showers. The smoke will go down. Retrieval of the orb. Clone sent through.
Something. Oh! Fatality on the push through. Fantastic. But now Boostio and Com trying to do a little bit of something, but I mean, Com's that's a lot to do with the classic. But maybe Boostio with the Sheriff could get another down. I don't know. They've got the spike back, like defended. They've got it to hand. I don't think Boostio's going to get much more play on this.
You want to try and remove another rifle, weapon here. Be probably the judge the most expensive inventory here. Boostio trying to pre-aim the jump spot.
That could have hurt. Oh, but so can that! That's 3. Now there's a little worry. There's the judge exceedingly close by. They have closed the gap. They are literally around this corner. Something. Weathers the storm, gets him out of danger, and the scoreline's not looking so bad anymore.
Almost want to see the bonus converted though, and with 3 kills coming through, we'll see how PaperRex do decide to carry. Obviously the judge singing here for something in showers. Yeah, it does make it concerning, considering the deficit, the reliance on converting this bonus.
Wondering how far Forsaken was going to take that, but it's double stack Tortuga that's getting my attention now. Jorgum, no. Easy. Be careful. It's a tentative start, caution being shown. Yes, an investment of 2 players here. Flash ain't going to really dissuade too much. Actually going to lean forward. Judge ready. Sides again sticking around too long.
Scout destroyed.
EG unable to pin anyone down yet on the side of PaperRex. Well, to say that, Forsaken will fall. That's Demon 1. Dry up short, actually.
I have the spike.
That was the rifle. Fortunately, Mindfreak is close enough to be able to pick that back up, filter it back through. And EG creeping closer. Spike is here. This is the commit. There's still 2 players on this site here. Molly going to go through. Mindfreak hoping that's going to dissuade them a little, make him a touch uncomfortable, and gives him a fight. Boostio gone at a 4v4. Jing on the back lines too, trying to wrap round towards this Mindfreak again. He can't do it again. Jorgamo's got him this time. And now they're looking for the plant. Do they try and close the gap now? Jorgamo trying to get ahead though, getting aggressive. And EG just clean house.
Double digits found here. Boostio, the only casualty. I said you're
30 seconds
pinning
left.
your hopes on a bonus round conversion here because
Enemy
still a
remaining.
bit of a gap for PaperRex to try and close. Where's that from? That can't be from in here, surely.
Is that a bigger reaction than 10's got?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn, must be nice. 10-5. Focus back on the game now. PaperRex, another challenge for them. 10 rounds. This crowd's funny.
My ult ready. I have the spike.
I can't quite tell what they're saying, but
No, I can't hear it through my headphones.
No, thank God. Don't find a crowd.
I need more side tone.
For EG though, trying to indicate a lot of presence towards the A side. You can see where the bulk of them are going. And there was a little bit of a glimpse behind that.
Yeah, saw the TP.
If anything, might sell them a little more, but you can see that this isn't being fully accepted. Oh, Forsaken tries to get ahead of that. That's not going to work out. EG get that first draw of blood here.
They follow through though.
Stalled.
I mean, baiting out, waiting for the rotation, allowing a couple more seconds to pass before committing to the TP, but something hasn't budged. Neither has Jing. Rolling
They've got the rifles. They've got rifles, they've got ults, and now they've got a couple of challenges heading their way. 25 seconds, EG need to stick the landing. And Jing standing ready. Paint shell over towards Showers, but he looks back towards Short. Forced a little deeper, he's got to be careful. And they're going around the map, they're taking the tour.
They can cut off the rotation as well, 10 seconds left. The plant will come through with plenty of time. This will give the roll. Oh my God, the Rolling Thunder's going to cancel. He's got to get the plant.
But Team of 1 and Ethan on bodyguard duty, diving on in. EG standing up to the test, holding firm. That ult I thought was the end of them.
I mean, it can't get sent any later.
That was as late as they could leave it.
EG played the timing perfectly here to have 2 chances to plant the spike. But it doesn't even matter. EG find everything they need. Oh, that's a prime gaming flawless. To put EG on 11.
Let's go. Good.
PaperRex back down to a broken purchase here. SMGs, a couple of Sheriffs, Forsaken's ult, but that's about it.
As it stands, it looks like EG might be tipping those scales here. And now they're going to be forced
The nade's perfect.
further forward. And the spray, it ain't pretty, but the job's done. Jorgamo with 2, Boostio with the 3rd. Mindfreak and something in a 2v5. EG taking that last map personally. Didn't like that activation coming out from something. Want to put him right back down. And PaperRex unable to springboard forward. Not going to happen now. EG looking for their 12th, looking to get onto that map point. They want this, and they're going to get it. Flawless round, Prime Gaming flawless to get them on the verge of taking the lead here.
Back to back to find EG on map point. They have just elevated in the last few rounds. Looking to continue those same sort of trends we saw on Split, but they're happy to get aggressive. Just look for an engagement and commit to it. And you mentioned that commitment earlier on. EG are doubling down.
We're starting to see that come through here. Again, PaperRex do have a buy. They've got some key ultimates. This could be huge for them. A chance to deny, a chance to hold on. Maybe build back, who knows? But EG relentless. Look at this pace from Jorgamo. He wants this done. He wants the next map. He's looking at Lotus already. EG with 3 more to find.
You want to play? Let's
Body
play.
bag starting to get zipped up. Mind Freak looks dead to rights. He is. Oh, Jorgamo! Unbelievable performance. And now it's all on Jing, and it's not going to happen. D1 signs it. EG delivers it. They take the lead in the best of 5.
An outrageous performance from Evil Geniuses. Absolute destruction of PaperRex, who come back out with a curveball, but it gets shut down, Lauren. I gotta say, with that performance, EG looking pretty poised right now.
Hey, look.
To potentially drive this one home.
They've just taken the lead. I'm not writing it off yet. PaperRex still have a huge opportunity going forward. This is everything we wanted from a grand final. Do not go away.
Bringing in a new roommate to save money, is that the plan?
Well, we gotta find some way to save, so say hi to Glenn from work.
Hey, that's my mom.
Yeah, I think I have a much better plan. We switched to my plan from Verizon for just $25 per line.
And that price is guaranteed for 3 years.
All on the network we can count on.
It's a good plan.
It is a good plan. Glenn, looks like we're not gonna be needing you, so I'll see you at work.
Oh, later, Glenn.
Save big with my plan, starting at just $25 when you bring your own phones. Guaranteed for 3 years. It's your Verizon.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Welcome back, everybody. Before we jump into the post-map, I want you guys to know how you can get even more from Valorant with the Xbox Game Pass. Subscribers with their accounts linked get access to all of the agents, yes, all of them, even new ones on day one, as well as a 20% XP boost on the Battle Pass and all event passes as well. Make sure you guys scan the QR code on the screen to link up your Xbox Games Pass subscription to your Riot ID and get those goodies today. I am back here with Bren, Paperthin, and Saisho. That was a bit of a masterclass, wasn't it, from EG?
Yeah, that was wonderful. I mean, the last time that they played Bind, they really struggled to deal with what was going on. They didn't have a great call. They were just sending it into the sights. Whereas this time it felt like the shoe was on the other foot. It was PaperRex actually that fumbled a little.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this PaperRex comp might have been a little overcooked. I think a lot of this is set to do like anti-chamber things, like the breach stuns and the deep flashes and the teleports. We saw a little bit of that, but overall this wasn't prepped enough. It wasn't worked out enough for success for PaperRex.
Yeah, and the big thing for me, I think, was those gun rounds as well, just getting one out across the board. I mean, just the fact that EG were playing off each other so damn well, and you could tell that the composition was a little bit undercooked, I think, by PaperRex, in terms of them just running into this. It wasn't quite, you know, well-versed or fleshed out compared to some of the other stuff that we're used to, but the coordination is going to be a bit tighter.
I've been super impressed, though, with Com throughout this entire run. I felt like he started out really nervous at the beginning. I was watching him in map 1, the way that he was taking fights. I remember a specific moment where he was struggling to be able to get around the corners. I mean, take a look at that all the way on the right. Game 1, dropping just over 100 ACS, really struggling. And then something awoke within him during Ascent. And on Ascent and Bind, he's been unreal. Yeah. I mean, Com, strangely enough, is actually looking like he could be an MVP candidate for the tournament, because he was one of the players that got them to finals in the first place.
I actually think that's a good take, because everybody's talking about Ethan, Demon 1. Yeah. For me, if they're able to take this, Com would be my MVP.
Yeah, I think that's very reasonable. I mean, the amount of clutches that this guy is winning across the board. I want to know what was said to him after map 1, in between map 1 and map 2, because it is a completely different game plan, but sometimes you need that, you know. Doesn't matter if you've been playing on the big stage over and over again. This is a very different feeling, I think, when you're into the grand finals. There's not many players on EG with that level of experience in terms of actually being able to perform here. I mean, they were there at Tokyo, of course, and they have earned a lot from that. Maybe that's part of it as well, and just being able to build up that resilience and being able to perform on the big stage.
Yeah, the crowd here as well, as you guys can see as they're walking back out, they love EG. They've been cheering for them, but we have you, Paperthin. You're on the desk. Okay. You are meant to be PaperRex's lucky charm. They are 2-1 down right now. Come on, what do they have to do?
We are doing this for Jing now. We got to at least get to map 5. This is for Jing. At least one more map. At least one more. So we've got some, you know, nice little portraits here to see if we can give them a little luck. See if we can give the PaperRex boys a little bit more fight.
Is this the good juju area?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah. This is the no Achilleo zone.
It's like you stole it from his family home. Like you just got pictures.
Pearl is here and she gave it to me.
Yeah. But also, it really is like trying to do it for him, right? It's his last event potentially before he goes off to do military service. And also, they've been in this position before where they came into a grand finals, they had the map veto advantage, and they failed. In that series at Copenhagen, when they played against FPX, they locked the Breach and the Yoru alongside the Neon to try and make something happen in the final map. On Breeze, towards the end, everyone was going, this is a wild comp, what's going on? And they weren't able to make it happen. And I feel like I got glimmers of that on Bind again, where maybe they're trying just a bit too hard to close it out and make it come home for them. Whereas instead, if they're just loose and they allow their players to find those individual moments, the same way EG are, that might be a better strategy.
And that's why I was concerned with something going off of the Reyna, because he was really starting to heat up on Ascent, going over the behind, you know, this guy right here. He is absolutely, he's doing great so far, but yeah, we need to do it for Jing. But really, I think going back to the comfort picks here for PaperRex, I think is probably the better strategy for the rest of this.
This sounds stupid to say, but they are such a vibes-based team as well. They don't have a dedicated IGL. They are all about, in terms of the confidence they've got, and Alex calling, you know, a lot of their ideas for them. We know how impactful some of the timeouts are when he gets involved with it. You can just tell it's just the way that their team structure is set up. They are so unlike any other team that we really have in just VCT in general. And I think big knocks to the confidence, like we just saw on Bind, it's so damn important now to pick yourself back mentally and get back into it.
I mean, is that the soul? What do they have to do on Lotus here to make sure we at least see a map 5?
Well, we don't even, at least I don't know exactly what composition they're even going to pull out on Lotus, because they've been trying different stuff over the course of not just this tournament, but, you know, their last few iterations on this map, whereas EG, they've just made small adjustments and came out and brutalized Loud on here, the team that took down Fnatic. I mean, they have worked on this map. We've heard it from Potter, how much work and effort they've put into making their Lotus not a detriment and making it a real strength of their map pool. So I'm concerned. PaperRex here need to come out with fire. I'm not sure it even comes down to any large picture strategic things, so much as the individuals feeling it and wanting it and bringing their best when it matters.
Yeah, and that's what gave Loud a lot of problems when they played PaperRex on this map. It was like Jing blast packing at unexpected times, something grabbing both an op and a judge in that final round so that they had the flexibility to really kind of, you know, throw Loud's game off. We're going to need to see a lot more of that here if they're going to take EG down.
I mean, it's the same thing for EG, right? They have a chance now for that trophy. They are so close. Brent, they need to close out here.
And they have been looking good in the past on Lotus, I think, as well. Those little adjustments they've been making, like we were already discussing. One of the things I'm most impressed with, I think, is just their calling on this. The bait and switches, you know, just poking and prodding towards one particular area of the map, making sure that they maintain control of another, especially on their attack side. They actually work the map of Lotus better than almost any other team, I think, at this event currently, just in terms of how they're able to force rotations. And it might just come down again to those big individual moments, like you're saying, Josh, you know, that form just being really nice for PaperRex so they don't get disheartened by that.
Well, let's take a look here at the Prime Gaming Agent Select, and this is the comp that PaperRex have decided to go for. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, this is what they ran last time. They've moved Forsaken over to the Astra. He said he preferred running Astra on this map instead of the Cypher, but it is still a little odd, and it's going to allow Something and Jing to really find those individual moments, but they need to grab those opportunities when they're presented. EG are such a good team, they are not going to offer you many openings. You have to take hold of each one.
I'm a little bit worried for PaperRex. I think they don't show too much nuance in their attack side. You know, Lotus is a map where you got to, you know, take it in many waves, honestly. It's too big in terms of just being able to take the map control by all-inning at the beginning, and PaperRex love to all-in a lot. Lotus requires a bit of nuance. They might fall into a bit of a trap here.
Yeah, and I think the big thing for PaperRex is they're not a team that's based on nuance. They're a team that's based on feel. They're a team that's based on speed and aggression, and EG's done a really good job of slowing this all down. Let's see if they can readjust and regroup here on Lotus.
This could potentially be it, the map that changes everything for EG. PaperRex, they're going to have to dig a lot deeper than this, Pansy and Hypok, if they want to force a map 5.
And I think all of us here would love to see the map 5, but they have to make it past EG here on Lotus. PaperRex is more than just the last dance. This could be the last chance to dance here for these boys. They have to pull it together. As said Jing, the final ride here to carve your name into a trophy, to take it the distance. It's a dream come true, but still EG standing tall. Series advantage, map advantage, but now we come down to Lotus. It's going to be PaperRex on the attack, EG on the defense. We go one more time.
And coming out of Bind, you've got to feel like the wind is in the sails for EG. An opportunity here to come towards a real comfort pick for them of late. Also, you've seen PaperRex take on Loud earlier on here in Los Angeles. Did go to an overtime. What a treat that would be. Doing a PvE mission to start things off. They'll obtain 2 orbs. Forsaken will have control of potentially the 3rd.
Look how close they are to the side before contact. It's going to be Ethan on the chopping block. The paranoia is perfect. Forcing them away. You can see Forsaken. What? How did he come of that alive? Demon 1 as well. Adding insult to injury. He's still standing. Finally goes down. Finally. What's left? A 2v3. And it's vicious.
Spike's not down just yet.
Taking away something. And as you said, the Spike's not down. They haven't solidified this site.
It's not necessarily comfortable just yet, and that's forced Divide into an unorthodox plant here. Bushiro's found a kill. Jing will fall, Divide will respond. Shut down to Divide with a 3-piece to kick Lotus off it.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. You wanted confidence, you wanted momentum. That could be the start of it. The shape of things to come, who knows?
Look at that.
Those 3 were everything. Because that didn't look good on the site, Mike. If I'm honest, you know, before that plant went down, it looked like EG had done just enough, but
I mean,
not with Device standing.
How is Ethan finding a kill?
Shouldn't have done.
Blinded, the paint shell raining down on him. One that almost makes that a reality for EG. Very well invested round 2 purchase here from PaperRex. Jing, now they're all farmed 2 away from the showstopper now.
Com is going to be sat quite far away, and Forsaken could be far away. Yeah, good for 1, good for 2, good for 3. Back to back to back Forsaken. Makes mincemeat out of EG, who couldn't quite close the gap. And yeah, Com, bye-bye. PRX, beautiful. This is really clean. This is lovely from them, just to really ensure safety after that first round.
I think one Sheriff in hand, not really going to be given an opportunity to even find an exit here. So with how well invested this was, you don't want to see PaperRex necessarily charging down the skill, even though Jing is 1 away from the showstopper. How much freedom they had towards the orbs. No real pressure to do so, and a prime gaming flawless here in round 2, Lauren. PaperRex off to a flying start.
This is fantastic for them. I don't think they can be happier with it. Nice little confidence booster, some Eco Cobra moments, yes, but you'll take them. You'll take them because it gets you feeling into the game a little bit more. Divide doing really well, Forsaken pumping up the numbers. You're getting really close to the showstopper coming out for Jing. You're 2 away from the Divide. I think 3 off from those Seekers, so these are really key pieces. None quite there though for this round. Now do you see a challenge on the ult orb, maybe to deny that showstopper coming in? They look hell-bent on this one.
21. Very close to the
Surely they're screwed. How is Chocobo alive? I don't know how he escapes that.
Absolute Houdini inside the smoke. Jing will try and respond with the showstopper. Doesn't find anything. Close he's found D1.
And the paranoia landed. He knows he can close the gap. Ethan going to find at least Divide with him. But Jing is completely off the leash, taking all that space towards CT. Boostio trying to backfill, but playing over by Waterfall. Maybe there's still a chance for him here. The 3rd man far away. That is still Forsaken.
Spike planted.
Spotted. Oh my god, what a snap. Takes away Mind Freak now, the final 2. Com was not near to this, Mike.
No, he's on a late flank here. No surprises there. Boostio trying to run the clock down a little bit, hold on to his position, secure what he has. Forsaken gets curious at just the right time, spots down the flank.
Okay, well they found one that's going to force Forsaken a little bit closer towards the site itself. Com now wants to try and toy with that angle, see if he can play around this. Boostio trying to isolate that other player. The fight's there. Boostio's got another, and it's on Jing. The man himself, the man of the moment. God do it! Big boy Boostio, but the timing, Mike. Does he actually have this? He absolutely does.
A ridiculous retake from EG. Between Boostio and Com, a crucial kill onto Mind Freak. Boostio just slows things down. Regains control of the situation.
Spike planted.
And the composure on display here. For EG to find their first.
Nice, boys!
That's the first. It's the break back in here for EG. Operators out for something. This could be very impactful, but look at the rest of the map. You're going to have Omen split towards that C side of things, and you've got the 3-play stack working towards B. Getting the lay of the land here. They're going deep on this. Jing couldn't quite snap back for the first time, but it's Forsaken on the 2nd time of asking. Ethan now removed.
He'll come through, Jing, nice and healthy. After that first engagement, something hasn't necessarily been given any contact over here yet, but also the operator hasn't been noted. Oh, Boostio. Just on the brink. Marble with firm presence here.
Com
doesn't have a snake bite to slow this down.
And now he's got the pinch coming in. That's really uncomfortable. He's going to go down. Jogmo did win out his fight, so there's still a chance they can do some damage to this, but the site has been won. PaperRex can get that plant down. There shouldn't be much to deny it. Jing is holding on towards his doorway. It's something to deliver that 338 right to the chest. As Demon 1 and Boostio trying to do anything they can. It's not happening here. PaperRex are gripping onto this round, Mike. They're not letting this one slip.
Demon 1 forced to head for the hills. 2K in the bank, a Vandal in hand. Wants to try and hold on to this. PaperRex find their 3rd, coming right back out of that loss on EG's buy round. So curious Jing was going to have an opportunity at the start of this round to try and farm some orbs once again. Not necessarily look as if that early intention has carried across for PaperRex just yet. Showing a bit more pace in terms of collapsing towards one of the extremities. But now with the operator in play, there's something sole task just to control Rubble. So there hasn't been much intention shown from EG on that side. It's not often you see them really fight tooth and nail for that area, but
again, with the way the rounds have gone, EG with just that glimpse of that one round they've been able to post, they are going to be down in a little bit of a financial problem here. So Sheriffs, yes, that one rifle with Demon 1. But it looks like their answer to this is to stack out, put 4 players on 8 and brawl. Well, let's see how well they handle it this time. Flash there, Ethan committed and getting closer. On the other side, something. Put one shot down range and then fall away. I think they've read this stack very well.
Oh, Ethan down to 11 HP. On the other side, then Forsaken takes a bit of chip damage. But puts PaperRex in a position to capitalize, find some space on the other side.
Look at this.
Pain Show actually brings down to 45 HP.
A gorgeous side take though, everything accounted for. Crossing the T's, dotting the I's. Yes, they know they're up against probably a broken buy, but they're still so methodical. One's gonna go down. And now they rescind away from the site slightly, actually. Tell a lie, they're leaving at least 2 players still towards us. The lockdown gonna be coming in as well.
Lockdown here, there's only 1 rifle and the Seeker's available.
And the Seekers just went through, flash to force Jing away. Gap now closed, but they need to close down these kills. Boostio's the one to do the first, but look at the response from something. Instantaneous and clear cut! Boostio, what is going on? Oh my good God!
Has he got time for this? He's got so much time. He can't believe it.
Give me his POV, run it back for us, because I don't know how the hell he just got an ace.
He doesn't know.
Give me that replay, please.
They had 1 rifle.
Okay, fair enough. That's a nice start. Oh my. Yeah, that's. Nice! What a ace! Oh my God!
Same.
I agree.
He's already got 6 out of 8 on board.
Yep.
What a ridiculous round.
And Boostio had some of his biggest tests on this map historically. He's been bullied off this map. But now, what a time to come alive for him. Operator in hand, we've seen that dabbled with in the past. Now PaperRex, they're going to be reeling a little from that. That's going to leave a sour taste in the mouth, isn't it?
Maybe that will be a deterrent for PaperRex to slow things down just a little bit. Something. What is that? That is ridiculous. Knew something tech just dropped, and he's found a kill from it.
Of course he has. Of course he has. Oh, Boostio's been punished. Sight looking so vulnerable, ready for the taking. And they still clear through carefully, just in case. But that sight's all theirs.
Very comfortable. So we had to set up here. Jorgamote, full utility, 1 kill off the showstopper.
Mindfreak ain't turning
No, Mindfreak's in an awful position. Rifle sticking out.
a little nervous because they're locked into the site here.
And there's a showstopper now, and the paint shell. Jorgamote can do so much damage here.
Pressure from Tree, gonna clear that through. But the other two haven't been able to make it really towards the site or pressure any of these post plants. PaperRex fighting for that CT space, and now let's see who gets the connection. Jorgamo still with a rocket to post, but something's got the trade out, takes down Com, and now it's all on Jorgamo. A 1v3, a fabulous attempt, but nowhere near enough. PaperRex, after a start like that, after some work from something, managed to get another posted.
What's it, Ethan's POV? The camera POV.
Horror show.
It's just beautiful from something.
Hello. Oh, he had no idea. Poor old Ethan.
A tough way for the round to start there.
That's so sick.
PaperRex immediately capitalize on control towards A. Couple of rifles here for EG though. Com and Boostio.
We wanted to see PaperRex putting up a fight here, showing their resilience. They certainly are. Comp, however...
He's dug out the lurk so early on.
Yeah, this is...
On a solo mission. Look at the minimap, by the way.
That seems... Well, it's counterintuitive, but it works.
That's an upgrade for Jorgamo to come and find. And now, actually, you give Com a second body on the flank, potentially.
Something. Careful. You can see EG chomping the bit here. They want to get in for a brawl, get in for a fight, and don't challenge Boostio on this site. He's gone down. Devi and something in unison trying to clear through this. Get some safety for a plant, but it doesn't feel very safe right now. Devi on the hunt, though, wants to secure it. Takes away by Waterfall. He's given themselves a second. I mean, barely, because look at Jorgamo straight here. Oh, the pressure! They're still going! Jorgamo, you are ridiculous! EG weathering the storm!
Evil Genius is starting to convert a few rounds that are very PaperRex-esque. A MasterCard thrifty here in round 7. Back of 2 rifles, Com so quick to shut this down. And afterwards, PaperRex, although they're still at an advantage by the time they hit C site, they can't secure it.
You can see them desperately trying to claw into it, but man, fighting both of these teams here. Jorgamo getting a little bit dicey as well, pushing so deep. Look how far he's progressed here. They're peeling away from it. He's backfilling the space so perfectly. They had no clue. Now with the paranoia saying they might try and speed up towards A. This plays in Com. Still has the Viper's Pit. Just going to come through. That denies any accident.
What the hell was that?
In my life, seen anything like that.
He saw something else, apparently. That is ridiculous. And that was the one tool for EG to heavily anchor towards A site.
Okay, lockdown. EG need to pick up the pieces now after being shattered by something. Boostio started trying to clear through. Look who's bounding in. Something gets sent away this time. Lockdown is dealt with. Boostio's out in the open. This is so dangerous. He's gone back for more. Mind Freak's having none of it. Jorgamo ignores it. Gets back to the site. Back to action. But Divide back to business. Holding on. This guy is just desperate to try and hold this. But a 1v1. A tap on the spike and the drop. Demon 1 has no idea. Mind Freak closing the gap. He's looking this way. Turns around. Time is running low. Demon 1 needs to clear him. He does. But the time, it's too little, too late. PaperRex off the back of genuinely something I've never seen.
It's the worst thing is he's just on autopilot. He just walks up to the pit.
It doesn't look any better in replay. I still don't understand.
Blinded. One left.
Wow.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
What are you meant to say about that?
I mean, you can barely catch a breath in some of these rounds.
They're smothering him.
And it's heartbreaking as well. That's the one thing as well, Com. The timing is perfect for him.
Yes.
Maybe something's a little ahead of the curve in that regard, but...
You don't expect that to happen.
Again, no fear of anybody coming through, swinging through from arches, pushing stairs, nothing coming through from Link.
Wow.
Yeah, 1 kill to define that round.
But in this timeout, what are you meant to say? Hey, just be careful that something's doing weird stuff. Like, just watch out, I guess.
Don't play towards Waterfall when he's got ult, and also...
Just don't be on A.
Careful, he doesn't need to see you to kill you.
Yeah, he's got radar. This man is genuinely wild. But at 3-5, the scoreline is still close, right? It's not like there's a huge buffer for PaperRex, but it's enough that they can take a breath here. As highlighted by the desk and all of us. This is putting your heart and soul into a performance, because this will be probably one of the final times we ever see this roster as it is. So to go down with a whimper would be underselling how good this roster historically has been. And right now they are putting up a fantastic fight. EG on the other side claiming 3, just coming out of his timeout now. Let's see what the adjustment may be.
Retrieve this orb for Jorgamo, a showstopper now available. Com actually anchoring towards C here with an Odin. A feel the heat a little bit here. Something's pouring through on the Trailblazer. So maybe something tailored towards the retake here, though.
I've got your trail.
Hot on the heels. Oh my good lord. Okay. All good. Spikes down. Ish. Ethan trying to catch a second worth of timing there, but it gets closed. Very aware of that possibility of a late lurk coming back in through B, but Ethan really needs one to try and break this, to try and open up this big opportunity, because they're trying to clear through the site, and we can see that mostly PaperRex are playing offsite. There's that late challenge. Ethan turns on a dime, takes away Forsaken, and now the defuse is starting. Boostio ain't stopping. Someone needs to stop Boostio. Someone needs to stop Boostio.
It's another round that PaperRex unable to convert the post plant on C site. The first one, the lockdown, just one rifle on the other side of things. Boostio gets away with daylight robbery here. PaperRex come back in. Bulldog in the hands of Forsaken, judge for Jing. Actually, yeah, that's not perfect. Something definitely feeling better, especially after that something shut down off the rip, Lauren.
And what do you read into that, though? You're going to have to try and dismantle this three-play stack and get over towards the other side, because PaperRex, well, not almost just instantly punished, but they paused for a second. The stall from Com enough to make them respect this, and only for a moment. Com has to evacuate the site. But can they hold the post plant? They're still not fully in. It's just Jing trying to take that space for them, secure some of it. Mind Freak looking to punish towards Waterfall. But again, the site is not safe. EG are already here.
I mean, they're hitting the rotate once again.
It's Demon 1, though. Not a big performance from him here, but that is a Guardian. And of course, that's a headshot.
He's holding the ankle, he's posted.
Give me that perspective right now. Let me watch Demon 1 here. Please, this guy is just horrific at this. Oh, he's been backhanded this time. Device had enough of that. All right, 3v4 then. What have you got for us, PaperRex?
Is EG close? Jorgamo. A couple of bits of key utility, actually. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Can he get the plant? Paint shot's going in. Divine might be dead. Jorgamo! Filthy with the shot towards Jing, and he wants that space. He wants the next. He's bloodthirsty. On for the 4, and he might just go for it. He is! Jorgamo is out of this world.
On another level here today in the grand finals. And he's not the only one for EG by any stretch. But looking so damn good on the raise.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining. Spike
Beautiful
down
cleanup
A.
here.
Okay, who's got the snaps?
Feeling himself as well. Spoiler alert, that's not Potter. Yeah.
Scores for the timeout, though. Now tied up at 5.
A number of rounds just feel really uncomfortable for PaperRex. And it's like a scrambled decision on the back of maybe Forsaken falling, something in this example, where they just hit the panic button and they're rushing C. Yeah. And then they can't find site control, so they back out and walk back into a late A. It's so bizarre to watch, and not a situation we usually see PaperRex in. They very rarely back down. It's usually full commitment, whatever they do.
And look at this, the Stinger, the Guardian. They've got what they can, and it ain't much. It's not a full buy, it's not a full force. Ethan and Jorgamo looking to hop on this. Yeah, high flash, Jorgamo swings. They're challenging on the ult orb. They don't want to allow it for free, but fortunately for PaperRex, Boostio ate that flash, but he's carrying forward. He's going to take all the space away. They know exactly what's happening here.
Yeah.
They're herding
Look at
PaperRex around the map.
Going to play Demon 1 in once again. But something will retrieve the orb.
They need a round from this man. They need a kill, he's got him one. A second, not gonna be happening. Demon 1 overwhelmed in the end though, Jing is there. Sight looking a little bit better for PaperRex here. Desperate to get scrappy, desperate to hold on. Ethan doing the damage from the back lines, taking down Devi though. And now into the 2v2, they're trying to remove Ethan. They've got him dead, but look who's here. Boostio creeping closer. They don't know how close this man is.
Spike planted.
They are both locked towards the site and on this corner. He's found one, but Forsaken gets him first, and they turn a dire round around.
Last round before the switch.
A MasterCard thrifty to get PaperRex the lead.
They needed that, Mike.
And at least 6 on the half.
They had to get that, paramount to them staying in this matchup.
Something to want to open up here with the Blade Storm. Finds the opener on Com. Up to that point, even here, the commitment to find Ethan. No stone left unturned. No room for chance. Trying to catch somebody. Off the start here. PaperRex very quickly, they're collapsed outside B here.
But there's 3 players on the other side for EG. They're very ready for this scrap to begin. Something going to get close, try maybe play towards connector or dip a little further forward, but look at Boostio waiting. Shorty in hand, something's got nowhere to go right now. Just trying to take some control, take some space, and Jordan clear on behind him. There's a chance for some serious damage, and there it is! Something again, giving them hope. Holding on to this matchup here, and giving them the man advantage.
You want to fight it?
Divide will go through.
Are they going to disrespect that?
Com's still behind it. Forsaken will catch Team Flash here. Now Ethan does have one. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I don't think Mike freaked out. He went into his smokes.
He had no idea. And just an absolute flurry of frags. Jing is still standing. It's on Demon 1. He's got 2 targets, 2 victims. Surely he doesn't check Jing here. Surely not.
There's no way.
There's not a shot in hell.
Taking that back.
Oh, Jing played it well, and PaperRex pouring their hearts and souls into the end of that game. They've got a couple of rounds, Mike, but it's not many.
7-5 though, after what's felt like an uphill struggle for PaperRex.
Sky's out.
Definitely going to be feeling good about that one. And a good recovery coming out of the timeout as well to convert the final rounds.
It could not be closer though, 5-7. This game is truly heating up. Analysts, what do you make of it so far?
We're on the edge of our seat here, Brent. Every round has been so close.
I couldn't believe how scrappy that was, honestly. Every single round it felt like was working with the bottom of the barrel purchases. I mean, the Guardians, the Stingers, everything, because it was just back and forth, back and forth. No team could build up any economical advantage at all. At any point, you can feel how much both of them just want to either bring it to that map 5 or make it decisive and just win it out here.
Yeah, we saw some great moments from Boostio as well. If we check out the HyperX reflex moment of the day, an ace in round 5, and the Sideshow, we've seen a lot of aces in this tournament.
We have. This is the 20th ace of Champions 2023, and that means it's officially the most aces we've had at any global tournament ever, which is just ridiculous. I feel like every other round we've had an ace, just somebody popping off. And this one from Boostio just came out of nowhere and actually started a bit of a resurgence for EG, who otherwise looked like they were getting bullied by PaperRex, and it's been a very competitive half.
Yeah, I mean, PaperRex has really struggled with some of these quick flanks, these quick lurks throughout the day that EG has been doing. I mean, I can think back to that last round there. As soon as PaperRex goes towards C, immediately EG is hot on their heels. And if it wasn't for the fact that PaperRex are kings of W key gaming, they would have gotten backstabbed real hard and possibly lost that round.
Yeah, and I gotta say, EG, I gotta feel, they may feel like they've already done enough with this half in terms of it. Yes, they're behind right now by 2 rounds, but they're moving over to the attack side. I think EG's attack side calling is fantastic. They have an opportunity to really just cement themselves in the history books here. Remember, at the beginning of the year, this was a team that everybody was underestimating. They were at the bottom of the rankings across the board. They still are so damn close. It's one map that stands between them and cementing themselves in the history books.
Well, this could be the last half of Valorant we see here at Champions. Here for Make Some Noise as we head back into the second half.
Deep breaths now, 5-7. It's a lead for PaperRex, but it's a fine one. It's not enough to rest on your laurels for. You know that EG are fired up. They still sit at a 2-1 scoreline across the board. With this win here, they would become the champions. So for now, PaperRex still cannot relent for a second.
Keep it cool. That's how you survive.
EG, a chance here to tie things up, starting with a pistol.
Blinded.
Heavy emphasis towards A and Rubble on the side of PaperRex. The other side of things, Forsaken, I guess faking heavier presence elsewhere. Runs forward and just pops the door. He is commanding so much space right now.
And EG, very patient in approach, not really indicating too much just yet. Forsaken will be the one to notice this first and foremost. Now he's got to run. Get out of there, call for support. EG looking to start their first couple of steps, but they don't commit.
No, PaperRex haven't bitten. They haven't taken the bait. There was a second to consider Divine Jing's rotation, but EG are walking back into the blender right now. Something nearly caught. Face checking the wall. But 30 seconds left. EG have to find a kill.
Yeah, they're struggling right now. They're just kind of being halted at the door. Jorgamo off to a quick start, but Jing gonna stride on forward and chase them away. EG running on back. Maybe looking towards B is the next option, but it's not like Mindfreak aim watching towards this. But Boostio's gotten ahead. The flash, it didn't pop, and he takes the head of Mindfreak. They're going all the way to C. Boostio can cut off the rotations. They've been Forsaken. The site's gonna be theirs for the plant.
The safety net in Boostio's lurk pays off for EG. A 4v2 now. Boostio will even be healed up. No smokes. PaperRex have to almost fight here, commit to some of these engagements.
And Boostio might have just done enough for EG this round. Ethan, yes, will confirm it, but Boostio's position was everything.
Even crucial to find the kill on the way back through as well. PaperRex trying to funnel their way through. It's almost a death funnel. And Link outside B.
Deleted.
Crucial kill onto Mindfreak. Like I said, the response is so fast from EG. Boostio feels a little bit of space. That's a good read on the situation as well. Forsaken just overwhelmed there.
But this is when the adrenaline starts pumping for EG as well. You get a big round like that, you do some big damage here as well. Boostio still popping too. This isn't a round you're looking at PaperRex to potentially win. This is a very difficult round with just pistols. You're not going to see them in a similar sort of look, so you know this is probably a 7-7 scoreline. EG knowing they're really turning those screws, making it hurt. PaperRex trying to stack up towards B, but I mean, look at EG. They're waiting for this wall.
Yeah. Continuously we see the anticipation from EG. The reads generally have been on point. The flash out, not going to amount to too much.
Oh, it's a massacre. It's an absolute massacre in middle. Devi can't do anymore. He absolutely can't. Demon 1 there. Gonna get him past it. Prime Gaming flawless, but the bigger picture here, Mike, we are tied up at 7 apiece.
Sure, and I do want to see if EG continue putting this same wall over towards A, because it actually enables this spam off the rip. And something like Jorgamo can maybe just double satch you out. So it's actually him with the air. He's not going to be seeing anybody spamming off it initially here. But it's curious to see, because in the last round, definitely, there was a lot of chip damage done. Following the decay of the wall on the top of the wallbang coming through. PaperRex still happy as 4 to continue fighting for the space.
Forsaken's on an island.
Again.
This makes me...
I mean, he's capable, but...
Of course he is. It's Forsaken, but he's got 5 against him. His teammates are on B. Maybe you need some help here. Someone bail out Forsaken, please. He's trying to stand and fight, but there's an army in his way. EG overwhelmed, they're going to get an upgrade, but trying to get quick to a Jing. Tries to deny them, slows them down, holds them back, but he gets broken in on. A minute on the board, and they've got the site. They should be able to get a plant, and with this, they can take some space.
Posted through here, something lucky to be alive.
What's he doing? The paranoia's gone in. He's just standing there. Jorgamo punishes this. And now down to 2. Mindfreak and Devi need to dig deep. The plant's not in. They've still got a second to work. can see Divide trying to have a little look. See if he could spot out where Ethan is. They're creeping closer. There's nowhere safe in this Mind Freak with a huge pickup towards Ethan. Demon 1 still standing. It's a 1v1. Demon 1 wins it! EG pushing ahead now. Punishing PaperRex on the buy.
And a bonus round conversion here in the second half of Lotus. Absolutely crucial.
Last player standing.
EG want to drive things home here.
Let's go, Max. Let's go, baby.
2 away from the Seekers. Cosmic Divide online here. PaperRex back down on a busted buy.
They're such a capable team, but this is so difficult. Forsaken again, left just so alone. He couldn't have the support in Jorgamo. Running through him now. And they can just pump the brakes. They can relax a little. They don't have to overdo it just yet. They got 2 so early on.
Maybe expecting further aggression. PaperRex to try and take the initiative here. 2 Stingers, a Sheriff in hand. I mean, difficult, really. Oh, Divide. Desperately trying to avoid detection, but they will survive for the time being. Mind Freak will fall elsewhere, though. And a formality. The paint shell will find it.
It's clinical. EG starting to believe. Starting to feel that finish line. See it on the horizon. Something's down. It's 9 now. We're getting closer. PaperRex. Is this the final stand for you? This purchase here is everything, and that's why there's a timeout. They have a full buy. But Mike, if it's not now, it may actually just be never.
I mean, sure, they'll have another chance, but the thing is, it's how close they are to ultimates here in this one, and how one-sided the last couple of rounds have been. Operator online, something has to make that investment worthwhile. I think EG now have figured out that Forsaken is just on an island. You can see a bit of a pace change towards Mound to shut him down. PaperRex have to come up with something different now. In round 17, because it's becoming very concerning. EG knocking on the door of double digits.
And the confidence will be sky high.
Absolutely. I mean, they came into this map so confident.
Yeah.
A 13-5 on bind. And the way in which some of these players from EG really, really elevated as well. A huge positive for them.
This is a big crossroads for PaperRex.
A gut-wrenching round.
The operator has to be pivotal. Something has been given them a couple of rounds, to be fair. He has been
Sure.
fantastic, but they need him now. A 9-7, EG on the verge of double digits, 1 away from Jorgamo's ult. They've got the Divide, plenty to play with, and it looks like Divide will be the first tested. Gotta be careful towards A. They try to reinforce maybe towards Forsaken.
I love this. They fake out a little bit of paranoia. It's like Forsaken being read as the solo anchor on C here. But a set piece, a trap on the gravity well on the Nano Swarm. And the other side of things actually Divide the solo anchor here. Showstopper will pave the way. Divide to close the back door. EG have got themselves a wide open site here.
They do, but note the utility for PaperRex. They have plenty to play back in with. Mind Freak fully set. Divide still with the dog. Jing fully kitted. It's all through the door. They can be funneled through this. Com just keeps spraying. If they keep looking this way, this could be a disaster, but Jing's made it ahead. 41 HP and a bit of a dream here. He's trying to play towards the back line, break Demon 1, break Com. He's done the best he could. Divide by his side, they get a 2-for-1 trade. Demon 1, Ethan and Boostio make it just Demon 1 and Boostio. Can they hold? Demon 1 does the damage, slips away, depends on Boostio, but the cross is made. And now it's all on Demon 1. And he is looking up to the challenge. Diffuse started and ain't stopping. Takes him away, but Mind Freak survives. He's got back on it. Diffuse is there and PaperRex live.
Certainly not the most comfortable, but an 8th nonetheless.
You'll take what you get at that point.
There's a chance here. With everybody in link, Jorgamo has a nade. I'm just staring at that.
One enemy remaining.
There was any chance or any confirmation of just how many bodies were inside Link outside B site. Could have been disastrous for PaperRex.
Operator out for Boostio. Seeker's there for Ethan. Got a couple of big pieces coming up here for EG PaperRex. Can they once again hold this together? Heavier lean towards C now. Mindfreak ready to try and bail out any pressure on Forsaken. He's taken the swing and he's taken his life. Jorgamo down, Forsaken stands, and they've dealt with the early onslaught from EG.
He's quite lucky Jorgamo wasn't caught by the paranoia there, I don't believe. Forsaken still comes out on top. Early advantage, I feel like we haven't said that in a while for PaperRex. In terms of the first blood here. No commitment on the back of things, 60 seconds still left on the clock, plenty of time with Ethan spike in hand. Say, Com re-exploring over towards Mountain. It's very indicative, actually, there's nobody on the other side of this now.
Mindfreak. He's got to be so careful. These Seekers are a problem. He wants out. He's going to fall away and respect the side take. He can't hold it on his own.
Well, they're invested at the right spot as well because a couple of them go towards Waterfall, sorry, towards the door. Com's getting aggressive on this.
Com's playing ahead, and that's so smart. A deep bit of utility going to make this harder, but the Showstopper goes above, but he's still going to catch Com. But the reveal couldn't make the most of it there, Demon 1. This is great from PaperRex, holding this together. Boostio and Ethan. They've got the plant, but can they hold the post? Ethan staying close, overwhelmed, Jing's in there! And now all on Boostio in a 1v5, PaperRex standing strong together here, closing the scoreline up once again.
They're starting to rally now, Lauren. It'll be a prime gaming flawless. First time we're here in the crowd, really. Get involved for a while as well. Oh, it's tough for Com and Demon 1 here, caught off guard. That's 2 consecutive retakes here. First rounds of PaperRex were able to get in this half. Fun still healthy here for Evil Geniuses.
Nine to 9. Early start, aggression, something. Christ, that was close.
But big indication that the operators noted here on this side of the map early on.
3-play stack towards B,
yeah,
though.
EG noting the difference and misreading into it potentially.
Scout destroyed.
PaperRex walking this. There's just going to be a brawl in middle. This is obscene. There's a player so close by. PaperRex needs to be so careful about this one. Jorgamo ready to punish, and he does. Gets Jing down. Flash to follow. They're in danger. Jorgamo getting hungry for it. The HP looking rough for PaperRex. Divide down to 50. Forsaken 39. Ult there for Boostio. Yeah, it's invested instantly.
Able to secure B site on the back of this. Mindfreak cognizant of the possibility that Com is here. The spike finally making its way onto site.
It's all about timing. He slipped through. Could he deny the plant? The paranoia is going. Does he play off the back of this? Doesn't see it on the standard spot, but he's going to do some damage. Take away Ethan. Chip away, but it's still just 3. And with the operator, it's brutal to try and play it. Jorgamo getting aggressive. And oh, he's just adding bodies to the count. Jorgamo unleashing fury.
He's ridiculous today.
It's 10 rounds for EG.
There's just rounds where Jorgamo he just thinks, okay, I'm going to kill everyone, guys. Step aside. I'm going to get a 4K.
21 kills for him.
It's just outrageous what he's able to get away with.
Sky's out. One enemy remaining. Okay, take a break.
Come on, baby! Let's go, man!
Yeah, that energy starting to show round by round here for EG.
And they're right back to it. Look at this man. He is feeling himself. He's got that hot hand in the game
He's one
now.
up for Showstopper again.
Right back to business. And something with his judge, hoping he gets to decide. Jorgamo slipping deeper. This guy. He's punching them out.
He's playing with the rhythm so well right now.
He's feeling the game perfectly, and he's so deep on this, they have no idea. Maybe a consideration in Mindfreak's mind. He's turned to take a glance, but he's seen a victim. It's been called out. Jason told him! Oh, Mindfreak gets the trade, but is that the damage done? B looking vulnerable. EG take that with both hands.
Mindfreak saw him, and there was no reaction from Jing.
Plant's still in. Knives gonna come out. Let's look at this post plant here, 4v4. Divide is there, it's just been invested by Forsaken. But can they divide and conquer now? Ethan's still in the site, gonna eat the flash, turn it in time. Goes back for more, chip damage left, chip damage right. He's looking to punish this, pop flash, yes! He's got it, Con there, Forsaken breaks in, overwhelmed! PaperRex, they're back on the site! It's on Demon 1 and Com, they've already started this up. Diffuse doesn't get to halfway, he's been taken away from it, Forsaken with a second attempt, but look who's here! You didn't turn around, you didn't check behind you, and of course, Com and Demon 1 in unison! Pushing EG closer.
11 on the board, Lauren. PaperRex against the ropes now. And keep your eyes on the right side of that scoreboard. Look at the money that's going to be left here.
And the enemy was punished.
It's starting to feel like the home stretch here.
The atmosphere's changing, Mike. You can see it in the confidence. Just look at Jorgamo, the way he's playing. They can start tasting this. Can PaperRex stop it? Can they hold anything? Oh! Straight out of the sky, something is just evaporated. And it's a 5v4. Jorgamo is tearing EG through this game. Leading by example now. Pain Shell goes in. Fortunately for Forsaken, gets a second shot at things there, but couldn't quite get it ready in time. The plant's gonna come through, and the gap's getting close. Jorgamo again. He is traded this time. A 3v3. Jing wants in. He gets in. He takes down Ethan. He's got the sight. Demon 1 on the trade, and now the 2v2. Devi held back. He can't get there. He has to try and get past Com, and he's just not letting him through. Com takes down Devi. It's on Mindfreak now, or it's 12. He's looking for it. He's desperate for it. Can he save PaperRex? Not today. 12 on the board. EG need one more round.
Championship point for Evil Geniuses. The response comes through, 3 unanswered. And we talked about the concerns. Jorgamo is playing a different game right now. You saw him totally messing with expectations previously.
Let's go, let's go.
There's gaps in the purchase here, Lauren.
PaperRex, they're going aggressive. They're trying to pick themselves back up off the floor here. They've taken the space by A, but there's no one there. So it's Forsaken on the other side. He's trying to take a challenge, but he's put down to 25 HP. Slips away towards CT. Jorgamo, of course, going to take any space given to him. Giving him in, she's going to take a mile. Pain Shell to supplement. Viper's Pit is up. The brutality of this round is truly kicking into effect. Jorgamo trying to face down 3. And now the time is on EG's side.
And they have a vice-like grip with the Viper's Pit set up here. The divide will go up as well, cause more problems. PaperRex, though, they're looking to get aggressive.
Jing, desperate for it. He will do everything he can for his side. For that one last time, that one last round. Mindfreak towards Boostio. They're trying desperately. They still need to get towards the spike. It's all on Demon 1 in a 1v3. Can he do it right here, right now? Diffuse started. He can't. PaperRex is still alive.
A lifeline delivered. EG unable to drag this one across the line. They threw the ultimates in there. Going straight for the jugular of PaperRex. It's another retake that comes through. They're third on the half, the only successes they have found so far. And take a moment, a breather, to consider the situation here. EG on the brink of finding a 3-1 victory over PaperRex here. to be crowned the champions, Lauren.
Their story has enamored most of us. Hard to turn away from a Cinderella story. It started out in NA, all the way through to Tokyo, and then potentially here. But it's still 2 rounds. PaperRex, if there's any team who can dig deep, who has a reason to dig deep, to take us to OT, to take us the distance, it would be PaperRex. Do they have it in them? Do they have the drive, the will to push through here? We're about to find out. With a buy made, it's not pretty from EG. Let's see if they can stick the landing now.
Still very comfortable behind this though, so even if they concede, PaperRex is 11th.
Just down to the wire.
Yeah, 24 at least will be a comfortable purchase.
Look at this. Confident to potentially the very end. Still playing ahead, still showing presence, unrelenting. But they fall away now. Hoping to maybe cost EG a little utility, but it's something. He's waiting. This guy is pixel perfect. Forsaken's the one to find it. Oh no! He's just been caught on the way out! Demon 1 on the punish, and that's an upgrade.
Another face check here with the dash. I don't think he noted just the reposition there. Forsaken. Ethan already though, relaying the information. Com hasn't made progress elsewhere because he's on a stinger. No chance to really pressure this side of the map. TP will come through.
I don't think he saw anything.
Nope.
They were just in that little pocket there. And none the wiser. That could have been a big indicator early. It's not anymore. And now towards the side, he's calling for backup. Does he stay? Does he leave? Jorgamo 1 away from his ult again. And he's going to take towards the side.
Surely not.
That's a little clear. We can already see towards drop down. One player's waiting to Vi. Has to sit back.
Jorgamo's planting. He's going to have the showstopper.
This is it. This is huge. Divine now. Got to be careful. He's a little ahead of expectation, but Com on the way. He's going to take him down. Still trying to dig deeper. The paint, it didn't connect. He found nothing. It's a 3v3. Still anyone's game here. Jing, the next to try and step into the ring. Demon 1 on the other side. Ethan's found. Mind Freak is down to 2. This could be it. Another chance for Jing. It's all over. EG are your Valorant World Champions.
From 0 to hero across this year, Lauren. What a story for these guys. You can see what it means to them as well.
All those sticks and stones thrown have just made their empire. Everyone doubted them from the word go. And with every step they've taken, they have proven themselves one of the best we have in the game. They put their hearts and souls into this to face down a team like PaperRex here and deliver is something incredibly special.
It really is. Heartbreak for the other side, of course. A formidable foe, especially in terms of a finals matchup, Lauren. But EG overcome. They overcome everything in 2023. Wow, speechless. What a performance today as well. Talked about elevating, talked about stepping up to the plate and delivering.
The team that did step up in my eyes as well, PaperRex, obviously heartbreaking for them, heart-wrenching, but respect should be given. They will remain
absolutely
the princes who never became kings, but they truly won our hearts out here. Every single time you see them, you see that potential, you see all that they've achieved.
A true fan favourite from start to end.
Absolutely.
And a new one is born here with EG. Another round of applause here for PaperRex. Respect shown down on the stage as well.
Absolutely. A team that never changed how they played, headstrong in their approach, believed in themselves and the style, and it took them this far. But today is EG's day. They had this feeling in Tokyo. They faced the finals and they felt. And now, the hometown heroes, the true underdogs, the Cinderella story has finally come true. Fairy tales don't often do that, Mike, but today we get to see it happen.
Just to take stock of their performance here, it's just been speechless.
What started off as a season of misery ends in a season of infamy. Give it up for your 2023 World Champions, Evo Geniuses!